and grow for the moments you dream about. Learn about becoming a member and our services at forumcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender. NMLS number 469848.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new...
Out in Cleveland tonight, Pacers and Cavaliers, game number 5. The Pacers look to close out the series with a win. I'm Pat Boylan. Pascal Siakam explains how the Pacers were able to turn things around in game 4.
We just know we didn't play the way we were supposed to. Yeah, those games are supposed to hurt. But I thought the guys responded well to the film. And we knew, it had to be different. Just the way we approached the game. It just wasn't us, so we try to get back to who we are. Yeah, no, because I think we have guys that care at the end of the day, and it's like when we watch film or we look at things that we didn't do well, it's not emotional. It's all about correcting it. It's all about getting better, and the guys know it, and we just have that. Same understanding that at the end of the day, we all care about winning, and that's all it is. And if you didn't do well, I have the trust and the confidence that we're going to come back and do better. It doesn't always mean winning, but as long as the effort is there and the things that we do and who we are as a team are there, I take that every single night.
That's Pascal Siakam. Tyrese Halliburton says their film session leading into Game 4 was a major key to their turnaround.
Well, I think first of all, our film sessions are always pretty ugly after a loss, especially when I think over the course of the last 2 or 3 years, you've seen when we are in a 2-game series with somebody and we lose the first game, we typically come to play that second game. I feel like Coach is a savant when it comes to adjustments and getting the best out of guys, and I think we kind of just follow that lead, and his intensity come playoff time is it's easy to follow. And when we have a game like we had last game, such a letdown, he sets the tone with our energy in practice or film or whatever, and we just kind of follow that lead. So I feel like we're a resilient group. We've been through a lot, and we've been together for some time now. So I feel like you can always count on us to respond the right way.
That's Tyrese Halliburton. Rick Carlisle says he's keeping the narrowest focus possible despite being up 3-1.
We got a flight at 3:30, and I'm looking forward to clearing security at 3:30 and before 3:30, so I don't get fined. And we'll get on the plane and we'll try to stay in the moment as best we can. Talking about results-oriented things is foolish for us. We've got to really maintain our focus on the process, and it's a difficult process. Playoff series, very difficult. After the first 2 games, it seemed like everything was great, and then you get smashed. Not smashed, obliterated. And so we bounced back well, and so now they're going to try to smash us again, and so we've got to be ready. We've got to stand strong and stand together and do our best to play our game well.
That's Indiana Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle tonight. It's the Pacers and Cavaliers with Indiana leading the series 3-1. A fourth would propel them to a second straight Eastern Conference Finals. Will be challenging tonight. Donovan Mitchell is available as the Pacers take on the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland. That'll wrap up the Kroger pregame show. It's out to Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill next. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Driving to his right. Sends it into the lane. Turner right hand slam.
This is Indiana Pacers basketball. Now, here's the voice of the Pacers, Mark Boyle.
Good evening and welcome to a night of playoff basketball with the Indiana Pacers. Tonight, the Pacers have an opportunity to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals if they can beat the Cavaliers at Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. The Pacers moved in front in this best-of-7, 3-1 on Sunday, destroying the Cavaliers 129-109. Indiana never trailed, led by as many as 44 points in that game and led by 41 at halftime. Cleveland had issues, perhaps primary among them turnovers. A very sure-handed team during the regular season. They turned it over 22 times in that game, and that matched their regular season high. This, for the Pacers, is an opportunity to close out a series. They have had 10 series over the years in which they had a 3-1 lead. They have won 9 of the 10. The Cavaliers, on the other hand, have had 5 series when they fell behind 3-1, and they have won just 1 of those. If they win tonight, then we play a 6th game on Thursday at Indianapolis, and if Cleveland could win that, a 7th winner-take-all game would be played in Cleveland on Sunday. The Pacers beat the Cavaliers 3-1 during the regular season. They were the only team that beat Cleveland 3 times this year, and now they've won 3 games in this series. They've also been historically good offensively. Through their first 9 playoff games, they're shooting 50% from the floor, 42% from three-point range. The last time a team hit better than 50% of their shots, better than 40% of their three-point shots over the first 9 games of a playoff run was way back in 2014 when San Antonio did it. Tonight in Cleveland, it's the Pacers and the Cavaliers. Game 5 with Indiana leading 3-1. With Pat Boylan and Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. We'll get to the starting lineups when we come back. You're listening to Pacers Playoff Basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
You saw and heard what happened in the Pacers game, but what didn't you see? Everything that happens on the court is influenced by what's going on off it. And only Indy Star Pacers insider Dustin DePierac is going to give you that story.
Only Indy Star has the Pacers covered every day from every angle. It's not just about the X's and O's. I'll get you behind the scenes, whether it's a hidden reason for the Pacers' success or something you might not want to hear about after a loss. If you want to know what's happening with the Pacers, you can only get the full story from Indy Star.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
Hey Pacers fans, while we cheer on our team tonight, let's take a moment to remember an important cause. The Indiana Pacers proudly support organ donation. Signing up to be an organ donor is an incredible and easy way to make a difference. Organ donation saves lives, and when you say yes, you are creating hope for the more than 1,000 Hoosiers waiting on life-saving organ transplants. Say yes to organ donation next time you visit the BMV or learn more at donatelifeindiana.org. Now back to the action, and go Pacers!
Hey fans, this is Rick Carlisle, head coach of the Indiana Pacers. What meal goes best with Pacers basketball? A Philly cheesesteak sub right off the grill and fresh out of the oven from Penn Station East Coast Subs. All season long, when the Pacers win, bring a friend. Just text BOGO to 727-722 by 10 a.m. the morning after any Pacers win this season to receive a buy one, get one free coupon to use in-store the next day. Visit Pacers.com/Penn Station for full details. It's all about good taste.
Welcome back to Cleveland. Tonight, the Pacers and the Cavaliers, Game 5. In this best-of-7 Eastern Conference semifinal series, Indiana leads 3-1. With Pat Boylan and Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. It's time to take a look at our Ascension St. Vincent starting lineups. This is status quo for the Pacers. They've started the same 5 in every playoff game so far. Tyrese Halliburton and Andrew Nembhard are in the back. Miles Turner had another solid game with 20 points in Game 4. He's in the middle. Aaron Nesmith and Pascal Siakam, who hit 9 of his 10 shots from the floor in that Game 4 win, are the other starters. Cleveland's Donovan Mitchell did not play in the second half in Game 4. He sprained his ankle just prior to the start of the third quarter, and it remains to be seen just how effective he'll be. But he will start with Darius Garland. Even missing that half, he's still averaging 34 points a game in this series. The other starters for Cleveland are Jarrett Allen, Max Strus, and Evan Mobley. Tonight in Cleveland, it's the Pacers and the Cavaliers. If the Pacers win, then it's on to the Eastern Conference Finals. If the Cavaliers get the job done, the two teams then head back to Indianapolis for Game 6 on Thursday. Before we continue, let's take 10 seconds so that our network stations might identify themselves. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
This is the exclusive radio home of the Indiana Pacers.
WIBC HD2 W298BB, WIBC HD3 W22ACX, Indianapolis.
Tonight in Cleveland, the Pacers and the Cavaliers. Game 5 tips when we come back. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Hey, Pacer fans, the Pacers are in the playoffs, and Moondrops Distillery is bringing you something big. Liquid gold moonshine bursting with bright citrusy flavor and made with freshly squeezed lemons for that authentic State Fair taste. Now proudly representing an Indiana Pacers label. Pick up your very own liquid gold today at Moondrops Distillery in Fortville or at Central Indiana Kroger stores. Can't find it? Go to moondropsdistillery.com. Moondrops Distillery, proud partner of your Indiana Pacers.
If you want a tire shop that doesn't feel like your ordinary tire shop, then you need to meet Tire Man.
Bell Tire.
Good point, Tire Man. Tire Man works at Bell Tire. He's part tire, part man, all heart.
Bell Tire.
Right, Tire Man. We repair flats for free at
Bell Tire.
And as Tire Man just said, we actually care about our customers. We're not your ordinary tire shop because we're changing tires.
Bell Tire.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at nucor.com/careers. That's nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
In Cleveland, the Pacers and the Cavaliers set to go. This is Game 5. In a best-of-7 Eastern Conference semifinal series, Indiana can close out tonight if they fail. And the Pacers and Cavaliers would head back to Indianapolis for Game 6 on Thursday. Pat Borland is in our Indianapolis studio. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. We're at Rocket Arena in Cleveland. And we welcome those that have joined us from around Indiana via the Elevance Health Radio Network. Our affiliate in Washington, Indiana, WWBL-FM 106.5. The Indiana Fever are about to open their season. Coming up on Saturday, it's the Fever of the Chicago Sky, presented by State Farm. Fans will get a Fever rally towel, and you can join the pregame party on the plaza next to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Find out more at feverbasketball.com/tickets. Starting lineups are as we anticipated they would be. Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, and Aaron Nesmith will go for the Pacers. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, and Max Strus are the starters for Cleveland. They do not have Sam Merrill, who has been a regular rotation member, off of their bench. He has a neck strain and will not be able to play tonight in Game 5. During the regular season, Cleveland excelled in virtually all areas, most impressively offensively. They were the top offensive team in the entire league. They led the league in scoring. They were the second best shooting team, the second best three-point shooting team, and the third least turnover-prone team, although we did see them give the ball away 22 times in Game 4 in Indianapolis. They were first offensively, 8th defensively, and 3rd overall. The Pacers were 9th offensively, 14th defensively, and 13th overall. Rick Carlisle, now the winningest coach in Pacer NBA playoff history, goes head-to-head tonight with the reigning NBA Coach of the Year, Kenny Atkinson, who's in his first year with Cleveland. Indiana plays in yellow, blue numerals, blue letters, blue and white trim. Cleveland, Eddie Gill is in the dark uniforms. Are they red? Are they black? Are they what?
I'm going to go with black with a burgundy, or as they would say, a wine trim.
Okay. Gold numerals and letters.
We agree.
The officials tonight, all very experienced. The crew chief, James Capers Jr. His dad was a well thought of NBA official for many, many years back in the day. He's in his 30th season. Ben Taylor is in his 12th season. And Mark Lindsay is in his 18th season. If you're listening at home and are wondering, we talk about this from time to time. Whoever runs game operations here is under the assumption that everybody in the building is deaf. And this PA system is preposterously loud. If anything, it's louder than usual tonight, it seems.
Well, if that's not the assumption, we're going to make sure you walk out of here, Dad.
Yeah. Welcome to Rocket Arena. Pacers will move the ball left to right. Miles Turner will jump against Jared Allen. And we are set to play Game 5. Indiana leading 3-1. The two teams split a pair of games in Cleveland at the start of this series. I'm sorry, the Pacers took the 2 games in Cleveland at the start of the series, games 1 and 2. They win the opening tip, and a pass from Garland is deflected. It caroms off the backboard. Cleveland turns it over on their first possession. They gave it away 22 times on Sunday. Driving in, left side, right hand off the glass. Andrew Nembhard and the Pacers score first.
Talked about this throughout the series. They don't have very weak defenders, too many very weak defenders on the team, but Garland is the weakest one.
There's that pick and roll. It worked so well. Garland bounced it to Allen, who cruised in and dunked it with the right hand. Indiana and Cleveland tied at 2. This is the Pacers' second possession of the night. 43 seconds gone first quarter. Nembhard driving, left hand in the lane. Beautifully done, but he laid it up too hard. He got to the goal without any resistance, but he couldn't finish. And now Strus out of the near corner at the other end is off target with a 3. The ball rolls out toward the baseline. It's gobbled up by Mobley. He sends it out to Garland, and Garland missed a 3. This time the rebound pulled off the floor on one hop by Halliburton. Game tied at 2, just over a minute gone first quarter. Turner, center of the floor, goes perimeter right. Halliburton sends it in. Right side wing on a clear out. Siakam backing in on Strus. Turned and banked it up too hard with the right hand. But he's on the line twice. The foul on Strus is his first.
Great recognition of the mismatch here. Siakam has the size advantage over Strus. Strus pulls Siakam by the waist there, committing the foul.
Well, you keep wondering when the Cavaliers are going to start shooting the 3 in their customary manner. They were second in the league in both percentage and makes during the season. Now, they shot it okay in their defeat in Game 4, but in the series, they're barely over 30%.
Well, and to that point, the guys that they rely on heavily to shoot the 3 ball well, guys like Mitchell, Garland, both were 1 for 5 from the 3-point line in that game. So it's not the guys who take the bulk or lion's share of those 3-point attempts.
Siakam misses the first foul shot. He's just 7 of 13 from the line in this series. And now he's 8 of 14. He hits 1 of 2. He had an excellent night shooting in Game 4, 9 of 10 from the floor, finished with 21 points. Indiana leads Cleveland 3-2 early in Game 5. Garland on the logo at center as they move it right to left. Takes it to the foul line. Now he's in the lane. He fakes the shot. He turns to his left, but he didn't have enough oomph on it from just inside the foul line. It fell off the front of the rim. Halliburton brings it for the Pacers, who lead early at 3-2. To the foul line, Turner takes it from Halliburton. Jump shot short, rebounded by Allen. Cleveland has the ball, down 3-2, nearly 2 minutes gone first quarter. Mitchell drives the lane, collides with Turner, no whistle. Nifty fadeaway right of the lane, but he put it up just a bit too hard. It went off the back of the rim, and it remains 3-2. Cleveland has hit 1 of its first 5 shots. Turner has it, perimeter right. Halliburton to the corner where the wide open Siakam misses a 3. The two teams have combined to go 2 of 9 from the floor. The Pacers lead 3-2. Mobley rebounds, takes it the length of the floor, got to the front of the rim, and tosses a right hand up and in.
That's pretty good patience there by Mobley on the verge of traveling there. Good one-on-one defense by Siakam.
Cleveland 4, the Pacers 3, 9.5 to go first quarter. Nembhard takes it left edge, sends it cross court. Halliburton will try a 3 from the right side. It spins off the rim. Rebound controlled by Strus. The Pacers scored on their first possession. Since then, they've missed 4 consecutive shots. Strus is fouled out on the perimeter, left side of the floor. A reach in on Halliburton. Non-shooting, that's his first. Team fouls now 1 each way. 9:17 left in the quarter, 18 on the shot clock. Cleveland has the ball. They lead 4-3. Garland will make the inbound pass. Out near the timeline, he sends it to the top of the three-point arc. Allen has it there. Gives it back to Garland off the Allen screen. Garland will go down low on the right block. Mobley takes it into the lane. but he leaves his left hand off the front of the rim. Siakam rebounds, sidesteps Mobley, drives it to the forecourt, takes it the length of the floor and lays it off the glass.
Beautiful finish. Able to Euro step past Allen there for the layup.
Indiana 5, Cleveland 4. Garland brings it up, right side, high middle screen, Strus this time. Garland driving on Neesmith, picks it up on the baseline, sends it outside. Mobley measures a 2-point shot. He had his toe on the arc, doesn't matter, he missed it. Turner rebounds, and here comes Nembhard. To Halliburton, back to Nembhard. Nembhard right of center, into the corner, a catch and shoot, and that's Siakam off target. Weak side rebound, Turner. And he's fouled with 8:29 to go in the quarter. Indiana leading 5-4. Both teams starting very slowly. Strus just picked up his second foul. Cleveland is 2 of 8. Indiana is 2 of 7. Turner ruled to be in the motion on the putback, and he'll go to the line twice.
Yeah, that's a great job of Turner taking advantage. He's got 2 little guys trying to box him out, both Strus and Garland. He's able to come up with that offensive rebound.
Turner shoots a pair. First one back rim. Pacers generally have been very good from the line in this series. In this game, though, they start by missing 2 of their first 3. One more for Turner. In this series, he's shooting 52% from the floor, 8 of 14 from three-point range. And he's ready with his second foul shot, and he made that. So Turner hits 1 of 2. That's his first scoring. The Pacers are in front, 6-4. Mitchell in backcourt will bring it up right of the logo, played by Nembhard, moving toward the hash mark. Now switches to the left hand, takes it to the center of the floor. High screen Strus. Mitchell continues to bounce, almost carried it. Now pulls up, mid-range left and off the rim with Siakam grabbing the rebound. Can you ascertain anything watching Mitchell? Does it look like he's moving well?
He looks pretty good, but that was great one-on-one defense there by Nembhard on that particular possession, but Donovan Mitchell looks good.
Turner missed a 3. The Cavaliers rebound. 6-4 Pacers. Both teams really struggling offensively at the start of the game. Mobley feeds the far corner. Mitchell is there, and he missed a 3. Long rebound picked up on one hop. Siakam's going to go right at Garland and then kick it outside to the left edge. Nembhard has it there. And he'll go to the corner where Neesmith unloads and misses a 3. Rebound kept alive by Siakam, but grabbed by Allen. The 2 teams have combined to go 4 of 19 from the floor to start the game. Indiana leads 6-4. Mitchell drives, lobs it to the goal. Mobley can't finish left of the rim. He's fouled by Turner, and he'll go to the line twice.
Good foul there by Turner. You called the both teams struggling to score right now, so you don't want to give up any easy opportunities. It's a good foul on the lob attempt from Mitchell to Mobley.
In addition to the combined 4 of 19 shooting, the 2 teams are 0 of 7 from three-point range. Mobley to the line, had 10 points and 5 rebounds in Sunday's Game 4 loss. Here he gets the roll off the back of the rim, hit the front roll to the back, and then stayed down. He missed the Game 2 loss on this floor with that left ankle injury. His free throw makes it 6-5, and his second foul shot ties the game at 6.
He comes out incredibly aggressive himself. A couple post-up opportunities, 3-point attempts. He's able to get on the board there with the 2 free throws.
Halliburton has it for the Pacers, way out near the timeline, left side of the floor, bouncing to Turner on top. He glides down the middle of the lane. He's stripped. Mitchell has the ball. Mitchell against Halliburton, got to the hoop, put it in, and drew the foul.
That's going to be 2 on Halliburton. The decision needs to be made here by Rick Carlisle. Halliburton typically does not find himself in any sort of foul trouble.
Well, it's easy to say from up here, but would you agree that when you're as defensively challenged as he is, trying to keep a guy like Mitchell away from the goal and you've already got 1 foul, you're just as well off letting him lay it in?
Well, the other piece of it is he had 2 teammates trailing. So that in those situations, you want to just make it as difficult as possible, kind of stay in this space, but don't foul. See, can your teammate come up with a block shot there as they're trailing?
Benedict Mathurin checks in, Halliburton to the side, and Mitchell completes the 3-point play, his first 3 points of the game. He has scored 40 or more twice in this series. Cleveland on a 5-point mini run, they lead 9-6. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. This is Game 5. The Pacers hoping to close out the Cavaliers. As Nembhard drives, got to the goal right side and put it in off the glass.
That's a great job. And I tell you what, Turner does a great job of shielding help side defense time and time again as he has teammates driving to the basket.
9-8. Garland gets by Neesmith, pulls up on the foul line, now retreats. He's outside the arc. Turner takes him on a switch. Let's see what Garland does with it. Moving forward, fires a pass into the lane. Cutting in from the right side. Mobley caught it and dunked it.
Well, Turner's set up to play one-on-one defense. The rest of his team are just watching the ball.
11-8 for Cleveland. They've started to perform a little more effectively offensively here after starting slowly. Mathurin has it, right edge, penetrates, sends it cross court. It's slapped out of bounds by Garland, and that'll take us to the first time out of the night with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the quarter. When the Pacers win, bring a friend to Penn Station East Coast Subs. Just text BOGO to 727-722 by 10 o'clock. The morning after a Pacer win, you'll get a buy one, get one free coupon to use in store the next day. Visit Pacers.com/Penn Station for full details. 6:15 left, first quarter, game 5. Cleveland leads 11-8. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Pacers Nation, game time is Zyber time. Introducing Zyber with X, a nationwide internet service provider born right here in Indy. Zyber is fast. We offer fiber or fixed wireless or both. As the official internet provider of the Pacers, Zyber delivers championship speeds with style, making your internet seamless and worry-free with speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. Zyber is your surprisingly likable internet service Indy. Follow our pace at Zyber.com. That's Zyber.com.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, GameBridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at GameBridge.io. GameBridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
You know Unleaded 88 is engine smart and earth kind, but what does that mean really? Engine smart because Unleaded 88 burns cooler and cleaner with higher octane for superior performance at a great price. Earth kind because Unleaded 88 reduces toxic compounds in your fuel and burns more completely, reducing harmful emissions. That's good for our environment and our health. Engine smart, earth kind. 4 simple words to remember when you fill up. Choose Unleaded 88.
Both teams starting slowly offensively. Cleveland is 4 of 12 from the floor. The Pacers just 3 of 11. The Cavaliers at the moment are on a 7-2 run. They lead 11-8, 6:15 left in the quarter. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle at Rocket Arena. Let's head for our Indianapolis studio for the first time. Pat Boylan is there. Good day, sir.
Mark Eddy, hello. The Pacers showed off their signature resiliency on Sunday night, earning their 10th straight win following a double-digit loss. When asked why the Pacers are so good in those scenarios, Tyrese Halliburton said he felt like film sessions and the coaching staff were big reasons, calling Carlisle a savant when it comes to adjustments. Miles Turner added, quote, "We thrive on adversity," end quote. The Pacers, though, they've also been good after their blowouts. Indiana's 3 largest wins this postseason. They've all followed them up with a win. The Pacers hoping to do that tonight, and if they did, it would earn them a spot in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Out of the timeout, Thomas Bryant has replaced Miles Turner. Obadiah Toppin Jr. is on for the first time. Obi will relieve Pascal Siakam. Cleveland has gone to its bench. DeAndre Hunter and Dean Wade are in. Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell are out. And with 6:15 left in the quarter and the shot clock at 10, the Pacers have the ball on the far side of the floor. Neesmith will play it in about halfway between the foul line and the baseline. He'll get it in easily. TJ McConnell also on the floor for the first time. So it's McConnell, Toppin, Bryant, Mathurin, and Neesmith. And now a whistle, and the Pacers have turned it over. An offensive foul on Toppin as he tried to drive it toward the baseline.
I don't know that the official saw it. I'm not saying he may have hit him in fact, but the official didn't blow this whistle until the reaction of Strus. 2 bounces afterwards.
Both teams have turned it over once. Cleveland gave it away on their first possession of the game. Garland off an Allen screen. They'll work pick and roll, and from the dotted half, Allen tosses in a right hand. Cleveland in front, 13-8. They're on a 9-2 run. Mathurin perimeter right, waiting for the screen from Bryant. Now he'll retreat with the dribble. He's trapped up against the sideline, and he pushed off.
Yeah, that's an easy call there. Garland and Allen, they have him bottled up against that sideline with nowhere to go, and pushes off with that left arm.
Mathurin, as you might be able to tell from the crowd noise, has become the villain for these folks after he got into it with DeAndre Hunter in Game 4. 3 from the right edge, Garland, no. Rebound, McConnell. Pacers down 5. McConnell drives and kicks, left edge Neesmith. He'll put it on the floor, sidestepping Hunter. He got into the lane, but he couldn't complete the play. However, he somehow grabbed his own rebound and laid it in.
The second jump was incredible to be able to gather that rebound.
13-10, Cleveland by 3. Garland down the left side with the left hand. Tossed it up too hard. There's a loose ball foul in the lane. As Allen tried to grab the rebound, he's tagged with his first foul. Keeping an eye on those rebounding numbers. Indiana so far so good, +2, 10 rebounds to Cleveland's 8. But as you so often point out, it's not necessarily the total rebounds that you're watching, it's the offensive rebounds.
Yeah, there's no question.
Pacers have done a pretty good job keeping the Cavs off the board so far.
Yeah, I mean, and that's in large. Well, they did just about everything right in Game 4, but that's definitely a category in which they were able to keep the Cavs a little bit under control with those offensive rebounds.
Isaac Okoro, who didn't play until the fourth quarter of Game 4, is out there in the first quarter of this one. Will set their lineup when they get the ball. Mathurin has it, as you can tell by the booing. He floats in left side, finishing with a right hand. He was ejected after just a minute 21 seconds in Game 4. He didn't score. That's his first scoring here in Game 5. Cleveland leads by 1. They've got Okoro, Wade, Hunter, Garland, and Allen on the floor. Garland has it way out on the right side with the left hand. 10 seconds to shoot. Through the logo, moving toward the top of the arc. Now the right hand gets him inside the arc. He pulls up and scores from about 20 feet away.
Yeah, he dribbles out the clock. Really looks like a bad possession. He comes away with the mid-range.
15-12 for Cleveland. McConnell has it left side of the floor. Going to the baseline with it. Allen comes out to challenge him. McConnell retreats back toward the sideline. The shot clock at 10. Bounce pass down low, left baseline. Bryant against Hunter. Shot clock at 7. Bryant backing in, turns, faces the goal, now fades and doesn't come close. That ball hit the side of the backboard and went out of bounds.
The back of it, I mean, that's outstanding. Yeah, he post up defense there by DeAndre Hunter.
Yep, sure was. Mitchell is back in for Cleveland.
That's what we saw here in Game 1 is Andrew Nembhard's going to be inserted back into the game. Where Sissel's going to make him wait, though.
He's not going to be allowed to come in until the next dead ball, much to the dismay of Rick Carlisle, who comes over and questions the official. Mitchell will bring it up for Cleveland. He's out there with Allen, Hunter, Wade, and Okoro. They lead 15-12, just over 4 minutes left in the quarter. Mitchell against Toppin, spins down the lane and is fouled as he tried to dunk. He took a nasty fall, but he gets up quickly and will go to the line twice.
Thomas Bryant just late there to bring the help, commits the foul.
That's Bryant's first foul. Team fouls, Indiana 4, Cleveland 3. Mitchell, in 4 games, has gone to the line an average of 11 times a game, and that doesn't even take into account the fact that he didn't even play in the second half of Game 4. So he's getting there with great regularity. Fans are chanting MVP. He's not in that conversation, but he's in the next level below that, I would say.
There's no question about it. I mean, he's a prolific scorer, playmaker, and tough defender as well. So, like what he does there. But what I start to mention when Nembhard was going to check in that previous possession in Game 1, I feel like Rick Carlisle did a really good job of matching Nembhard's minutes or time on the floor with Donovan Mitchell.
Siakam will check in too. Bryant is out, so it'll be Toppin, Siakam, Neesmith, Mathurin, and Nembhard. Halliburton's on the bench with 2 fouls. Cleveland leads 16-12. One more foul shot for Mitchell. They've made all 4 of their shots from the foul line. And now Mitchell looking to push the lead to 5. And he succeeds, bouncing one in off the front of the rim. This is Cleveland's biggest lead. The Pacers' largest lead early has been 2 points. 17-12, just under 4 minutes to play in the quarter. Near side corner, Neesmith bouncing with the left hand. Now retreating and handing it off to Mathurin. Mathurin to the edge of the arc, unloads and misses badly. The ball sails out of bounds. Pacers have started the game 0 of 5 from three-point range, 5 of 16 from the floor. And they're down 17-12. Mitchell will bring it up, crossing right of the logo at center. 3.5 minutes to go. He takes it the length, and he got the shot up as Toppin fouled him. That's 2 on Toppin. Pacers hit the penalty at 3:35. This was a 2-shot foul regardless, and Mitchell, who's already been to the line 3 times, will go twice more.
Even through the 3 wins that the Pacers have, this is the part that they just have not been able to figure out is doing anything to slow Donovan Mitchell down at all. And he's just been marching to the free throw line throughout each game.
What's the foul shot here? He only played in 2 of the 4 regular season games that these teams played. He was hurt and missed a couple with that left ankle injury that's bothered him from time to time. He averaged 27 points a game against the Pacers in the regular season, those 2 games, and in this series, he's at 34 a game. Makes the foul shot and shoots one more. This one front rim, back rim, and in. So he's got 7 in the first quarter. Cleveland has a game-high 7-point lead. Ben Shepherd is on for the first time. Halliburton returns. Toppin, Siakam, and Nembhard complete the picture. Halliburton has it, working right sideline, bouncing to the foul line. Siakam will try his luck from there. Off the back of the rim, it hit the top of the backboard and then was punched out of bounds. Cleveland will get it. The Pacers are 5 of 17 from the floor.
Again, it looks a little bit like Game 3. Cleveland Cavaliers, certainly the aggressor here tonight.
Okoro has it for Cleveland, slightly left of center, on top to Allen. He hands it back to Okoro, who fumbles it, dives to the floor trying to save it. Toppin got a hand on it but couldn't control it. Now Mitchell has it, top of the circle. What a sweet bounce pass right to the rim where it's caught and dunked by Allen. Indiana needs a timeout. A beautiful play by Mitchell, and Cleveland has moved in front early at 21-12 with 2 minutes and 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter here in Game 5. You can make dining at Harry and Izzy's downtown a pregame tradition. Enjoy the world-famous St. Elmo shrimp cocktail and the award-winning filet sliders. Harry and Izzy's proudly supports Indy basketball. You can make your reservation today by visiting harryandizzy's.com. Cleveland by 9 early. 2:59 left in the quarter. This is Game 5, and you're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger. For mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program. Introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
In Cleveland, the Cavaliers on an 8-point run have taken a 9-point lead at 21-12. Every time the Pacers connect on a foul shot, Citizens Energy Group and the Pacers team up to donate $5 for the Warm Heart, Warm Home Foundation, which provides utility bill assistance for thousands of Hoosiers each year. To learn more or to donate, visit citizensenergygroup.com/WHWH. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. We're at Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Let's head to Indianapolis and Pat Boylan.
After a dominant Game 4 win, Rick Carlisle did his absolute best to immediately push it into the rearview mirror and keep the focus forward, saying, quote, "We had a lot of guys who did a lot of good things. Now it's over." Adding, "Talking about a results-oriented things is foolish for us. We've got to maintain our focus on the process. In Game 3, we got smashed. They're going to try to smash us here again." Pacers offensively, coming off a 38-point first quarter, have just 12 in the first quarter tonight.
And in their first 9 playoff games, 50% from the floor, 42% from three-point range. No team has put those numbers up through the first 9 since 2014, so they've been excellent. In this game, though, 5 of 17 from the floor, 0 of 5 from three-point range. Out of the timeout, the Pacers attack, left baseline rainbow, and that's Nembhard knocking down a mid-range shot from the baseline.
Difficult step back there over DeAndre Hunter on the baseline.
That ends the 8-point Cleveland run. It's 21-14. Mitchell pulls up on Halliburton, missing the 3. The ball goes off of Mobley. Out of bounds. The Pacers get it, trailing by 7.
Also something to keep an eye on. Halliburton already has 2 fouls. It's typically a target of the opponent anyway. See if they try to find him even more so.
Pacers in yellow, Cleveland in black. Indiana moves it left to right. Shepard has it, right sideline. Mitchell aggressively defends. They swing it to the other side of the floor. Nembhard cut off as he drives. He dumps it out to Turner. 6 seconds to shoot. Turner, left hash mark to Nembhard. This is a long one, and Nembhard misses the 3. Indiana 0 of 6 from long range. Mobley brings it back for Cleveland. They're in front by 7. He drives the lane. He gets to the goal, and he lays it in with Turner right in his face. Mobley has scored 8. They lead 23-14. Halliburton to the forecourt. Almost lost it. Now does lose it. Mitchell stole it. Mitchell collides with Siakam, and he's going to be on the line with a chance for a three-point play. I thought that they might call an offensive foul. He stuck his shoulder right into Siakam.
He dips that shoulder a little bit there. See if we get a different angle. I'm not sure if Siakam swiped down or not, but man, he's physical when driving that basketball, and again, having his way, getting to the free throw line.
They are on a roll here. Specifically, it's a 12-2 run. They're in front by 11, their largest lead of the game, and Mitchell, who has been a major factor early. We wondered about his availability, and then when we learned he would be available with that left ankle, how effective he'd be. Questions that have been asked and answered. He missed the foul shot, but he's got 9 first-quarter points. McConnell drives right baseline, sends it out to the left edge, where Shepard knocks down a 3.
Much needed shot there from the three-point line, as you noted. It'll be the first make here of the game.
On their 7th attempt. 25-17 for Cleveland. 1:24 left in the quarter. Mobley tries to penetrate against Turner. He got to the dotted half. He tosses a right-hand air ball, and he's going to go to the line. They got Turner on the arm, his second. Turner and Halliburton both with a pair of fouls here in the first quarter. And this has been a rugged start for the Pacers.
I make an argument that this one here with Turner is even a bigger factor, especially when you think about what's happening defensively. Mobley is incredibly aggressive right now to start this game. I think Turner has had some very nice defensive possessions.
Mobley hits the first foul shot. He's got 9 points. Free throw attempts are often a measure of the aggressive approach. They've been to the line 9 times already. The Pacers only 4.
And much more accurate. I believe just the one miss there by Donovan Mitchell on the previous possession.
Yeah, they've been excellent from the line. Mobley hits 2 here. They're 9 of 10. One of the reasons they're in front by 10. 72 seconds left in the first quarter. McConnell drives right baseline. Now he'll retreat to the foul line, and he threw it away. Knocked away by Okoro, but he couldn't quite control it. Nembhard got it back. The shot clock does not reset. His possession did not change hands. A long 3 from dead on spins off. That was Nembhard. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Cleveland is in front by 10, and Mitchell handles the ball left of center. He comes across the timeline. That's Shepard's responsibility on this possession. Very leisurely dribble out near the timeline. The shot clock to 9. Now Mitchell moves forward down the left side into the middle of the lane, finishing with a right hand. They've had an excellent first quarter. They lead by 12, half a minute to play in the quarter. As McConnell comes down the right side, Wade cuts him off. McConnell backs it up all the way to the sideline. Shot clock to 10. Now he attacks Wade, gets to the baseline, doesn't finish with that pull-up jump shot. Cleveland will have the ball with a chance to play for the last shot. 16 seconds to go in the quarter. Mitchell, who has already scored 11 points, has it on the logo at center. Up to play him is Shepard. We're down to 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Driving to his right, he's on the wing, he's in the lane, he's at the goal, and he's on the line twice. They just cannot. Eddie, they say they cannot stop him. That's correct. They can't even slow him.
Not even close. I mean, right now, again, with the exception of game one, I believe where he was 13 for 30, and 11 of those attempts were from the three-point line. Other than that, he is pretty much having his way with driving the basketball, getting to the paint, which resulted in big games for them. Hasn't got to the result that they want in terms of wins or losses. But, man, he is seemingly unstoppable in terms of keeping him out of the lane and off the free throw line.
That's the only area, that three-point shot, where he's been lacking. He's a decent three-point shooter, better than that, really. But in this series, including the two he's missed tonight, he's 7 of 33 from out there.
Well, thankfully, otherwise he'd be averaging 50.
Yeah. Here, he makes a pair of foul shots. Cleveland has outscored Indiana from the line, 11-2. They lead by 14, and there's a backcourt foul. Halliburton launched a shot with about 3 seconds to go in the quarter, and they're going to give him 3 free throws.
Yeah.
Boy, that was clever on his part, because he was shooting the ball. There's no doubt about that. And Okoro tried to wrap him up, and Halliburton is rewarded. I'm not a fan of that rule, but that's the right call.
Well, Halliburton, this is a high IQ move here. You recognize
it is
that Okoro is trying to attempt the foul there, and as soon as he saw him sticking his hands out, Halliburton just gets into a shooting motion. He's going to get 3 free throws here.
Very savvy move. He hits the first. He hits the second. And he's got one more. It's his first scoring in this game.
Yeah, these are huge points when you think about the suffocating defense that the Cavs have played here this quarter. Really
missed the third, and the ball is rebounded by Wade. Mitchell will not get it off as the quarter draws to a close. He did hit the back of the rim from the top of the three-point arc, though, in backcourt. After one, Cleveland gets the jump. It's the Cavaliers 31, the Pacers 19. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Experience the Midwest's newest fine dining destination, Commission Row. Our menu includes the best locally sourced steaks, chops, seafood, and raw bar offerings. Created by Pacers Sports and Entertainment in partnership with Cunningham Restaurant Group. Commission Row is located right next to Gambridge Fieldhouse. Whether for dinner on the main level or drinks and Mel's, our speakeasy bar, make Commission Row a part of your next game night. Learn more or make a reservation at commissionrow.com.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana Plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Just like the Indiana Pacers, U.S. Foods stands for quality, value, and commitment to their customers. From their state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, U.S. Foods is committed to meeting their customers' needs by providing quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and northern Kentucky. At U.S. Foods, it's what they do to bring guests into your business every day that truly makes the difference. Enjoy the game.
Are you sick of pretending to like boring hard seltzers that leave you feeling bloated? Tired of drinking the same old light beer? No time to make a mixed drink with all those complicated ingredients? Then it's time for you to try something different. Beatbox Party Punch is a fan favorite for the Indiana Pacers. Packing an ABV punch, each Beatbox is bursting with delicious flavors. Beatbox is low sugar and resealable, so you can always take the party on the go. And there ain't no party like a Beatbox party.
Please drink responsibly. Must be 21 plus. Hey, this is Andrew Nemhard, and you're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Not the start the Pacers were hoping for in game number 5. Cleveland leads Indiana after one, 31-19. The Pacers shooting just 32% from the field. Indiana 1 of 8 from the three-point line. Cleveland 0 of 5. Both teams struggling with their shot early on. Perhaps worth noting the Pacers were down by 17 points in game number 2 that they came back to win. Their deficit is 12 here in game number 5, 31-19 in downtown Indianapolis. I'm Pat Boylan. Back to Cleveland now. Here are Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill.
Let's talk about that 32% from the floor. Is that Cleveland being that demanding defensively, or are the Pacers not executing their plays?
I think it's somewhere in between, and probably lean a little bit more towards what the Cleveland has been able to get done. Got to give them credit. And also, can't forget, this team won 64 games, and it didn't happen just because they were lighting it up from a scoring standpoint. Although they are very good there, they are also more than respectable defensively. And you think about the dire straits that they're in right now in their building, they are going to be a lot more aggressive. We've seen that here so far. So their defense has had a tremendous impact on some of the shot making or shot creation, even for the Pacers.
Pacers will have the ball to start the second quarter. They play in yellow, blue and white numerals, letters, and trim. The Cavaliers are in the black with the burgundy and gold numerals, letters, and trim. It'll be T.J. McConnell, Ben Shepherd, Pascal Siakam, Obi Toppin, and Aaron Nesmith against DeAndre Hunter, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro, and Dean Wade. Second quarter is underway as McConnell plays it in. Shepherd gives it right back to TJ. He'll bring it up against Okoro. Across the timeline, left of the logo and into the forecourt, bouncing it left sideline, juggled by Shepherd. He then gains control, gives it to Nesmith. Back to the left sideline, Shepherd, center of the floor, Toppin. To the corner, Toppin got it to Nesmith, who missed a catch and shoot 3. Cleveland rebounds. Here comes Hunter. He's gathering speed down the right side, and he lays it in. Cleveland leads by 14. This is their largest lead. Nesmith has it for the Pacers. We're in the first minute of the second quarter. On the far sideline, McConnell backs it up with the right hand, bouncing it to the wing. Siakam there against Wade. 10 seconds to shoot. They clear out the left side. Siakam works his way to the baseline. Now retreats back to the wing. He's in serious trouble. He drives to the foul line. He got into the lane, missed from the dotted half circle, tipped it to keep it alive, and McConnell saves it from going out of bounds, firing it outside to Nesmith. Pacers with another look. They've got 8 seconds to shoot. Shepherd had the ball stripped. Mitchell on the steal. Mitchell behind the back, and he couldn't control the dribble. He then turned it over. Back comes McConnell. He's in the lane, moving across left to right, then sends it to the top. Siakam puts it on the floor, left hand, and there's contact as Nesmith comes over to set a high screen, and a foul is called on the play. It's on Mitchell, his first. Non-shooting. Ball comes in from the side. 1 minute 15 seconds gone in the second quarter. Mathurin returns and replaces Shepherd.
It looks like Kenny Atkinson's going to see what the conditioning level is here of Donovan Mitchell. Put it to the test. He played 10 minutes in the first quarter. He's back out there again.
Pacers have it. Siakam shovels it to the perimeter. Mathurin gives it back to Siakam. 5 to shoot. Siakam down the left side. Got a step on Wade, but laid it up too hard with the left hand. The Pacers shooting just 28% from the floor. Mitchell pulled up on top, and then as Mobley turned to look for a rebound, Mitchell sent it into the lane. Mobley didn't see it, and it sailed past him and out of bounds. They turn it over, and Siakam hands it to Toppin, who unloads an unsuccessful 3 from the left sideline. Indiana now 1 of 10 from long range, trailing by 14. Almost 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Hunter has it on top. Mathurin is on him. Hunter backs it up to the logo. Now moves forward, uncorks a 3, and hits it from dead on. 5 for Hunter. Their lead now a game-high 17 points with 9:57 left to play in the second quarter. Siakam drives it from the left wing to the goal, and he's on the line with a chance for a 3-point play.
Much-needed basket there. Pacers have had a hard time getting anything clean to take a look at. Everything is challenged right now, and good attack there by Siakam.
Wade on the foul. Siakam to the line. Strus returns for Cleveland. Wade is out. Garland will also come back onto the floor, so he'll play with Okoro, Strus, Hunter, and Mobley. Pacers in that first quarter went to the line 7 times and made 4. Siakam is strong with the foul shot. It glances off the back of the rim. And the Pacers do not get the three-point play. They trail by 15. Strus has it, bouncing it left sideline. Mobley there against Toppin. Mobley to the top of the circle, to the foul line, backs his way into the lane, tosses a right hand up and in. Mobley's got it going. He's got 12 points. He's made 4 of his 6 shots. Cleveland by 17 again. Nesmith bouncing down low and from the left block, turning, catching, and drawing a foul is Toppin. He's on the line twice.
That'll be 3 on Strus.
That is good recognition. Strus does not have the size to play with Toppin, plus he has 2 fouls.
Yeah, I mean,
or had 2 fouls before that.
Absolutely, yeah, very good recognition there, and an opportunity to get one of their better three-point shooters, and then also he's a guy who's played physical defense here throughout the series.
Toppin knocks down the foul shot. That's his first scoring. He had 20 points in that Game 4 blowout, went 9 of 14 from the floor. Turner and Halliburton are back in for the Pacers. They'll play with Nesmith, Mathurin, and Toppin. Jared Allen back on the floor for Cleveland, and he'll collaborate with Hunter, Mobley, Okoro, and Garland. Foul shot's good. Toppin's first 2 points of the game. Cleveland leads 38-23. Garland has it, approaching the timeline, left of center. Now he'll move the right hand to the top of the three-point arc. Picked up there by Nesmith, over to screen Okoro. Driving off the screen, the pick and roll pass is knocked away by Halliburton, but it deflects right to the wing. Mobley gives it to Hunter. Hunter sends it down low, up and under, left to right. Allen lays it in. Fortunate bounce for the Cavaliers.
Well, the Pacers got to get on the floor for that. You got guys bending over trying to reach and grab it. You got to get on the floor and go grab it.
Nesmith is fouled while shooting a 3 out on the right edge by Garland. The Pacers, at least to this stage in the game, do not nearly have the determination, the aggression, the zest that they had in Game 4. It's early, but it is concerning.
Well, there's no question about it. While the shot making was tremendous in Game 4, clearly you don't necessarily rely on that on each and any given night, but your effort and what you do on the defensive end, you certainly can control that.
Well, in this case, what you're not doing on the defensive end, Cleveland is shooting 56% from the floor. The Pacers are under 30%. Nesmith misses the foul shot. 40-23 Cleveland. Under 9 minutes to play in the second quarter here in Game 5. Nesmith is ready, and he made that. He's got one more coming, this being a 3-shot foul. Nesmith has been excellent throughout the regular season and the playoffs. He's shooting 55% from three-point range in this series.
And the shot making has been tremendous, along with his tough, hard-nosed perimeter defense on the other end.
He made 2 of the 3 foul shots. Cleveland is in front by 15. They've got the ball in backcourt. Just under 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. Hunter brings it up against Mathurin through the logo at center court. Now Hunter moves to his right off an Okoro screen, continues on down the right side, and gently lays it off the glass.
Awful ball screen defense. That one's on Halliburton again.
He's got 7 points, does Hunter, in the first 3.5 minutes of the second quarter. They reestablish that game-high 17-point lead. Mathurin, right edge, left-hand bounce, sends it to Turner. Turner shovels it to Halliburton, right back to Turner, and the ball sails out of bounds. Turner couldn't reach it. He had slid into the lane off that pick. But the Pacers turn the ball over for the 6th time, and Indiana will take a timeout. So far, the Pacers have struggled at both ends, and they're down by 17. The Noblesville Boom will be bringing high-impact action and unbeatable value to the arena at Innovation Mile this fall. You can visit noblesvilleboom.com to place a $50 deposit that secures season tickets to the first season of the Boom. 8:22 left, second quarter in Cleveland. The Cavaliers are in front, 42-25. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
If you want a tire shop that doesn't feel like your ordinary tire shop, then you need to meet Tire Man. Bell Tire. Good point, Tire Man. Tire Man works at Bell Tire. He's part tire, part man, all heart. Bell Tire. Right, Tire Man. We repair flats for free at Bell Tire. And as Tire Man just said, we actually care about our customers. We're not your ordinary tire shop because we're changing tires. Bell Tire.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
In Indiana, we grow basketball and soybeans. Just like the first bushel baskets used to create the game of basketball, we are growing bushels of beans all across the state, which help drive the Indiana economy, create sustainable products, and of course create a sustainable source of food. Meet the people behind the family farms across the state at indianasoybean.com. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Plan ahead for that next conference room meeting at work and watch people come to life when you walk in the room with that purple box from Jack's Donuts. You'll have plenty of choices with over 30 varieties of donuts. Add a 96-ounce box of Jack's Donuts coffee and hit that conference room in style. Let Jack's Donuts take care of your next big corporate meeting. Jack's Donuts since 1961. Learn more at jacksdonuts.com.
Pacers have at least one more home game in these playoffs. It might be Thursday, Game 6, or it might be Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Either way, make sure you look for the happy hour discount prices up until tip-off at the Yingling Flight Deck at Section 13, the Patron Bar near Terraces 1 through 4, the Sire Spirits Bar at Section 216, and the Upland Bar at Sections 201 and 232. Pacers struggling on both ends. The Cavs are shooting 58% from the floor. The Pacers are under 30%. Cleveland has a game-high 17-point lead. 8:22 left in the second. Here's Pat.
Dramatic swings between games 2 and 3, between games 3 and 4, now games 4 and 5. The Pacers offense shooting under 30% from the field. Indiana had an NBA playoff high for this year with 37 assists just 2 days ago. There have been 11 30-assist games in these playoffs. The Pacers have 5 of them. Right now, just 4 assists for Indiana, which has them on pace for 13 2 nights after they had 37.
Every assist they do record, though, results in a $5 donation to the Pacers Foundation from KeyBank. Cleveland with the ball out of the timeout. They're playing with Okoro, Hunter, Garland, Allen, and Mobley. They're in black. The Pacers are in yellow. On top, Mobley bluffs the three, drives down the left side, and puts up a right hand that will earn him a 2-shot trip to the line. Toppin picks up his 3rd foul. Cleveland went to the line 12 times in that first quarter. This will be their first opportunity here in the second. Mobley with 12 points already. During the regular season, he averaged 19 points and 12.5 rebounds in those 4 games against the Pacers. Had a double-double earlier in this series. Hits the first foul shot. He's only 23. He's in his 4th season. He's got a chance to be one of the better players at his position in the league as his career unfolds.
Yeah, for a very long time. He's got a number of things that you can't teach, but certainly has worked on his game to improve it from a skill set standpoint, taking a gigantic leap here this season. And this particular moment now, he's given Atkinson an opportunity to rest Donovan Mitchell a little bit more while Evan Mobley has his way.
5 of 5 from the line, and now 6 of 6. He hits a pair. He's got 14 points. Cleveland's lead now. A game-high 19 with 8:07 to play in the second quarter. Nembhard has it, bouncing it right wing to Turner. Turner hands it off to Halliburton. Play up against the right sideline. Halliburton edging toward the corner, unloads, and knocks down a 3. The Pacers have not had a good night so far shooting the 3. Even with that successful 3, they're 2 of 11. And now Nesmith collides with Garland at the timeline as Garland moves it into the forecourt. And Nesmith picks up his first foul. Cleveland has 14 fouls, Indiana 2. This is a non-shooting foul with 7:47 left in the half, and Hunter will play it in from out near the timeline, near side of the floor. He gets it in. And Okoro will drive it with the left hand down the left side, bouncing to the corner, but Nembhard anticipated, cut in front, and intercepted. It was intended for Mobley. On the turnover, Nembhard sends it down low, and Siakam bluffs the shot, draws a crowd, sends it outside. Nesmith tried to drive it and couldn't. Back up top to Nembhard. Return to Neesmith. Good clean look at a three, but he left it short. Rebound in the lane. Neesmith got a hand on it. It's still free on the floor. It trickles out of bounds. Great effort by Neesmith, but he couldn't control it. Cleveland will get it.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. At least give himself an opportunity to come up with that loose ball. He completely sells out and dies on the floor for it. Almost was able to force a deflection off of a Cavs player there.
Dean Wade will check back in for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell will do the same on the next dead ball. 7:20 left in the second quarter. Cleveland is leading Indiana 44-28, trying to keep their season afloat. It will end unless they win tonight. Garland will bring it up. Garland and Wade with Allen, Okoro, and Hunter. Across the timeline, Garland, played by Nembhard, drives right down the middle, sends it to Allen, and it's recycled. Turner blocks it out toward Halliburton. Halliburton moves it to the forecourt, sends it left edge, and a catch-and-shoot three from Neesmith will prompt a Cleveland timeout. The Pacers were down 19. They've cut it to 13 on threes from Halliburton and now Neesmith. You can host your squad's next game at Morris Bicentennial Plaza and win other prizes like Pacers and Corona branded jerseys, a cooler, and more in the Corona Beach Bucket Sweepstakes. Visit Pacers.com/Beach Buckets to find out more. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. 7:02 left in the second quarter of Game 5. Cleveland up 13. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Now you can call every shot when it comes to investing because GameBridge's easy online platform puts you in control of your own financial future. Choose trusted products, invest on your own terms with as little as $1,000, and watch your savings grow over time with reliable returns. You make the choices, you make the calls. So no matter what, you're always in the lead. Get started today at GameBridge.io. GameBridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
7:02 left in the second quarter in Cleveland. The Pacers got consecutive threes from Halliburton and Neesmith. That led to a Cleveland timeout. Indiana cutting the lead from a game-high 19 to 13 at 44-31. C&J Water is the official water treatment partner of the Indiana Pacers. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com. 7:02 left in the quarter, 44-31. The Cavaliers lead by 13. Let's go to Pat.
Well, for the Pacers to make this comeback, they'll almost assuredly need more from Tyrese Halliburton. His numbers weren't gaudy in Game 4, but the Pacers didn't need them to be after getting off to such a good start. But Rick Carlisle gave him a lot of credit for the team's turnaround. Halliburton said, I thought I did a better job of moving without the ball. I caught myself standing too high near midcourt, which really does nothing for us. Halliburton, 5 points, 1 assist, did pick up those early couple of fouls.
7:02 left as we resume play. Second quarter in Game 5 in Cleveland. Cavaliers bring it the length of the floor. Donovan Mitchell back in to play with Isaac Okoro, DeAndre Hunter, Jared Allen, and Dean Wade. And across the timeline is Okoro. Bangs bodies with Siakam, gets rid of it, left sideline. Mitchell there versus Nembhard. Mitchell center of the floor, down the right side, and he's on the line again, shooting 2 more. He's already been there 8 times, making 7. We'll take 10 seconds here so that our network affiliates might identify themselves. You're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
This is the exclusive radio home of the Indiana Pacers.
WIBC HD2 W298BB, WIBC HD3 W228CX, Indianapolis.
The Pacers in an advantageous situation. Teams that are up 3-1 at a best of 7 win not literally every time, but close enough to it that you feel confident if you're the team up. However, Cleveland wins today, then you better protect home court Thursday because you're back here for a winner-take-all Sunday. This game is critical not just for the Cavs, but also for the Pacers.
Well, it's actually what Rick Carlisle was saying. You cannot look at this as, hey, we got 3 to win 1, because unfortunately you play them all one at a time. And that's certainly the way the Cavs are approaching this right now.
Mitchell continues his near automatic presence on the foul line, making 2. He's 9 of 10. Cleveland by 15 as Nembhard tries a dead-on 3 at the other end and knocks it down. He's got 9 points. The Pacers started 1 of 7 from out there. Since then, they've gone 3 of 7. And they're within 12 with 6:24 left in the second quarter. Mitchell dancing, perimeter right, rises up and leaves a 3 short, but it's tapped up and in. Cleveland got the putback by Wade. 48-34. And now Siakam hits the floor, gets up slowly as Nembhard drives the lane. He is surrounded and sends it outside. Nesmith takes the dribble to the right baseline. Mitchell sticks with him, forcing a very difficult fade. Well done by both players. Tough shot, Nesmith. Good defense, Mitchell.
No question about it. Donovan Mitchell, terrific defense there. He makes Aaron Nesmith earn that one.
48-36. Pacers starting to shoot the ball a bit better here in the second quarter. They're 5 of 10 after going 7 of 22 in the first quarter. Allen's pass is deflected. It's loose at the foul line and scooped up by Nesmith, but a whistle halts play. There was a brief struggle for possession, and either a kick ball or a loose ball foul. It's a loose ball foul on Hunter, and that puts Cleveland in the penalty. That's Hunter's first foul. The Pacers have 5 minutes and 44 seconds to work this penalty as we go to the other end, where Siakam will go to the line. He is 1 of 3 from the line. 8 of 16 in the series. He's gone hot and cold from the line this season. In general, pretty reliable, but we've seen him go, for example, 24 of 25. We've also seen him have stretches where he went 9 for 20.
Yeah, certainly. And again, in each case, it's a mental state. When you step up to that line and free and clear in your mind, being able to shoot those shots with confidence.
He made the first. Mobley is back out there for Cleveland to play with Wade, Allen, Mitchell, and Okoro. And Siakam drilled them both. So the Pacers inching closer, have cut that 19-point lead down to 10. 5:44 left in the second quarter. Cleveland right to left in black, Indiana in yellow. And Okoro will bring it up against Nesmith through the logo at center court. Now he'll give it up. Mitchell has it, dead on against Nembhard. Wade sets a screen, and that's a moving screen. Wade commits the foul, his second. That is a turnover, and Cleveland gives it away for the 6th time.
Again, I don't know if he fouled him or not, but if not for that, you know where Donovan Mitchell was. He was inside the lane, and it's the ball screen defense right now. They're playing guard on guard, putting Halliburton in the ball screen, having his man set it.
Halliburton plays it in here, getting it to Siakam. Pacers can get this deficit inside of double figures on this possession. Siakam tried to blow by Allen and lost control of the ball as he came down the right side. It glanced off the side of the backboard and out of bounds.
Yeah, he just lost the ball on the way up and tried to get the early attack there against Allen.
Cleveland 48, the Pacers 38 as Garland moves at forecourt. Off that high middle screen from Allen, that takes him to the right edge of the arc. Allen sets another screen, then rolls to the goal. Garland, meanwhile, heaves up a 3 that's short, and it's rebounded by Indiana's Halliburton. Pacers -3 on the glass, trail by 10, 48-38. Halliburton with a strong drive, gives it to Turner. Turner right in front, fakes, misses from point-blank range, and Wade has the ball for Cleveland. The Cavaliers' lead remains 10. Mitchell driving to the foul line, continues on to the right wing, now takes a return pass, He's going to pull up from mid-range. Nifty ball handling, but he missed the jump shot. And Nembhard rebounds, feeding it up the right side. Halliburton, center of the floor to Siakam. Siakam will retreat. He's outside the arc now. Gives it to Nembhard. Halliburton has it. The Pacers are down by 10. They're now down by 7 as Halliburton hits a dead-on 3. Cleveland needs another timeout. The Pacers were down by 19 points at 44-25. Since then, they've outscored Cleveland 16-4. Long way to go, but the Pacers inching ever closer. How have they turned it around?
Yes, I think defensively they themselves have been more physical, picking up full court just about each and every opportunity they have it. The ball's not sticking right now. Earlier on, they were really passive up against that defense that the Cavs were playing out on the perimeter. Now you see them getting more opportunities to attack the paint, making things happen there offensively.
So Cleveland forced to use another timeout. They were up by 19. They're up now by 7. With 4.5 to go in the second quarter, we go to Indianapolis and Pat.
And the Pacers' backcourt has also gotten going. Nembhard and Tyrese Halliburton off to slow starts, but Halliburton now 8 points. Still the 1 assist. You'd expect to see that number rise precipitously. Andrew Nembhard has 9 points. Those two, though, have been efficient. They've done that on 6 of 10, shooting 60% from the field. Now, Mitchell has done an incredible job of getting to the line, where he is 9 of 10, but he is just 3 of 9 from the floor. Garland just 1 of 6. So their backcourt from the field, just 4 of 15, 27%. Mitchell's getting to the line in the flow of play. You can make a case that Nembhard and Halliburton are starting to have more success than that Cleveland backcourt is.
4:36 to play here. Well, it's not inconceivable that with a strong finish to the second quarter, Indiana could actually be in the lead by halftime.
Well, trending in the right direction, certainly. And follow up even more on Pat's point, those two guards are 0 for 6 right now from the three-point line collectively.
Garland has it. He'll bring it up against Shepard, who checked in during the timeout. Shepard with Nembhard, Siakam, Halliburton, and Turner. Play is on the right side. Garland from the wing bounces once, and his shot halfway down pops out. But Wade is there to gather in the rebound and lay it in. His second putback, 50-41 Cleveland. Here comes Nembhard, left side, left edge. Played by Mitchell, center of the floor. Siakam getting it to Halliburton. Halliburton kills the dribble, goes to the right sideline. Turner at the edge of the arc against Allen, 9 to shoot. Halliburton, right side of the floor, 6 to shoot. He's looking for 3, and he found it with a rainbow from the right edge. His third 3 of the quarter. And it's 50-44 for Cleveland with 3:51 left in the half. Garland accelerating with the left hand, down the left side, finishing with ease. Pacers still struggling defensively. The Cavs are shooting 53% from the floor. They push the lead back to 8. Nembhard spins into the lane. Cut off on the foul line by Mitchell. He retreats, giving the ball to Halliburton. Now back to Nembhard. Wade has him now. Cross court to Halliburton. He just hit a 3, and this time he hits another one.
Beautiful job. Pascal Siakam does a terrific job with the flare screen, freeing up Halliburton. He starts to get hot here in the second quarter.
All 5 of his shots from three-point range, and he's made 4 of them. Now Siakam called for tripping as play moves into the forecourt. That is Siakam's second foul. Pacers had 1 to give, so Cleveland will play it in from the side.
You can see the confidence starting to grow here, not only with Halliburton, but just throughout their team. It's a different disposition here in the second quarter.
Now, it's great that he's 4 of 5 from three-point range, but he hasn't taken a single two-point shot. Does he need to be more aggressive with his driving?
Well, you definitely want to take advantage of driving lanes for sure, but as you get open three-point shots or any shots, step into them with aggression.
Speaking of which, Mitchell does, but his 3 is off target. They're 1 of 9 from out there. Ball goes off of Turner and out of bounds, rolling into the Indiana bench.
Jared Allen, he's down there wrestling with him, and he's done a solid job over the last couple games, but Allen's able to slap that one off of Turner's chest.
Allen had just 2 points in the Game 4 loss on Sunday. Mitchell plays it in, shot clock at 14, game clock at 3:03. It's a 5-point game. Cleveland led by 19 earlier in this quarter. Garland has it right of center. Shepard is on top of him. Garland fakes the shot, puts it on the floor, penetrates the arc to the foul line. He's in the lane, he's at the rim, and he's smothered. Ball deflects out to the foul line. Pacers down 5 with possession. Nembhard to the top of the arc. Sends it left sideline to Shepard. Now back to Nembhard. He'll give it to Halliburton, who's about 35 feet out right side. Halliburton is 4 of 5 in this game from three-point range. Left wing, Siakam drives, gets to the goal, and completes the play with a right hand.
Beautiful early attack and great recognition by Halliburton. Siakam had the mismatch on Mitchell.
Pacers are really cutting into Cleveland's once sizable lead. It was 19, it's now 3. Center of the floor, Mitchell. We're down to 2:17 to play in the half. Mitchell working the dribble, perimeter right, now lobbing it into the lane. There's a whistle. And the Cavaliers will now begin to try to exploit the penalty at 2:13 in the second quarter. Nembhard's foul is his second.
Cavs kind of returned the favor there and taking advantage of the size of Allen over Nembhard. After they switched that ball screen, Allen just walked him down into the paint.
Allen is 32 of 33 from the line, now 33 of 34 in these playoffs. Impressive by any measure, but particularly so when you consider that he was a 72% foul shooter during the season.
Yeah, solid free throw shooter during the regular season, but man, has he taken it to another level when needed most here in these playoffs.
He's got 5 double-doubles in their 8 playoff games. And he finally missed one. 1 of 2. Cleveland leads by 4. 2:10 left in the half. Halliburton will advance it left of the logo at center court. Okoro is the defender. Now Nembhard up to screen. Halliburton still on that logo. Turner screens. Halliburton drives to his left, looking for a 3, which he couldn't find. But he did get it to Nesmith, who had a clean look out of the corner. He missed the 3. He got his own rebound and missed a short pull-up right of the lane. 2 good looks for Nesmith, and he couldn't get either to go. Mitchell to the foul line at the other end, and he almost threw it away. Halliburton got a fingernail on the pass, but it deflected to Garland, and he's got it out now out near the right sideline. 10 seconds to shoot. Cleveland leading by 4. 95 seconds left in the half. Garland's 3 is short. Siakam tips the rebound out to Halliburton. Cleveland is now 1 of 10 from three-point range. Pacers trailing by 4. Nembhard at the top of the circle. 80 seconds left in the second quarter. Halliburton from the logo hit a 3.
Talk about a heat check. Goodness gracious, he's heating up here in the second quarter.
He's got 5 three-point field goals in this quarter. Cleveland's lead is all but evaporated, although a drive across the lane left to right pushes it from 1 to 3 with Mitchell scoring. He's got 17 points. It's 55-52. Halliburton hooks the ball to Siakam right edge. Now takes it back, sends to Turner. He bluffs a 3, puts it on the floor, drives and kicks. Siakam near corner, missed off the front of the rim from three-point range. Mitchell rebounds for Cleveland. They lead by 2. 40 seconds left in the half. By 3, I'm sorry. As Garland gets it left edge to Mitchell, he's going to attack Nesmith, and he earns another 2-shot trip to the line. That's Nesmith's second. Mitchell has already been to the line 10 times, and he'll shoot 2 more here. 55-52, 33 and 9/10 seconds left to play in the half. The Pacers have done an excellent job getting back into the game after a very poor start.
Sensational job of walking this team down, and incredible shot making clearly by Halliburton, but it's the stops that they're able to come up to generate some of that freelancing and random offense to loosen up this Cavs defense.
Mitchell hits the first. Since falling behind by 19, the Pacers have outscored Cleveland 27-12. Hunter is in, Allen is out. 33 and 9/10 to go. One more foul shot for Mitchell, who has scored 18 first half points. Cavaliers led by 12 at the quarter, pushed it to 19. Mitchell ready, very reliable on the line. And he missed. Nesmith rebounds, 56-52 Cleveland. Separation between game and shot clocks is around 10 seconds. Halliburton brings it across. Okoro meets him at the logo at center court. Now Halliburton from a slight crouch continues to bounce with the right hand, moving toward the sideline. Shot clock to 7. He looks determined to take another 3. Now he bounced it off his own foot. It's loose on the floor, and a jump ball will be called.
He had the matchup that he wanted there also. They get the ball screen with Garland. Garland switches, and he just bounces it off his foot as he looks to attack Garland.
Well, the problem here is that even if you win the tip, you've got less than a second to get the shot off. So you've got to catch it cleanly and fire it almost in the same motion. And now substitutions all around. Bryant is back in the game. Shepard returns. Harris Walker's going to get his first work.
These are some defensive substitutions. You got a number of guys with 2 fouls.
Now Walker's going back to the bench. He will not check in. It's Bryant, Shepard, Nembhard, Siakam, and Neesmith. Neesmith will jump against Cleveland's Okoro.
We'll get Walker in the game looks like now.
Started to go back to the bench. Now he returns to the table, and he checks in for Siakam. Even if the Pacers win this tip, they've got less than a second to get a shot. 10.5 seconds left in the second quarter. Cleveland's lead has been reduced to 4. Jump ball at the foul line at the Pacers' offensive end. Cleveland wins it. And now the shot clock is not in play. And here comes Mitchell. He's going to launch a three from dead on. It skips off the rim, and that'll end the first half. Cleveland has had a dreadful series shooting the three, and in the first half of this game, they're 1 of 11. So a very bad start, but an encouraging finish to the first half.
I mean, you got to love the resiliency of this team, being able to battle back, knowing what you were in for coming into this building here to start the game. Didn't get off to a great start, but again, stride through that adversity and make it a ball game. You got a 4-point deficit here going into the locker room.
56-52 the score. A reminder that the best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. And when it comes to investing, Gainbridge is doing the same, putting you in control of your own financial future. Get started today at Gainbridge.io. When we return to Cleveland, well, we actually will return to our Indianapolis studio. That's where Pat Boylan is. He has the halftime report when we come back. Through 2 in Game 5. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers 56, the Indiana Pacers 52. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Hey, Pacer fans, the Pacers are in the playoffs, and Moondrops Distillery is bringing you something big. Liquid Gold Moonshine bursting with bright citrusy flavor and made with freshly squeezed lemons for that authentic State Fair taste. Now proudly representing an Indiana Pacers label. Pick up your very own Liquid Gold today at Moondrops Distillery in Fortville or at Central Indiana Kroger stores. Can't find it? Go to moondropsdistillery.com. Moondrops Distillery, proud partner of your Indiana Pacers.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Ooh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip. Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Thanks for showing up, Indy. Nothing beats catching your Pacers IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you are catching the Pacers at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Pacers and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Pacers tickets today. There is no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Indy.
You know Unleaded 88 is engine smart and earth kind, but what does that mean really? Engine smart because Unleaded 88 burns cooler and cleaner with higher octane for superior performance at a great price. Earth kind because Unleaded 88 reduces toxic compounds in your fuel and burns more completely, reducing harmful emissions. That's good for our environment and our health. Engine smart, earth kind. 4 simple words to remember when you fill up. Choose Unleaded 88.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Well, for a lot of that first half, it looked like we might be en route to a Cavalier blowout, but the Pacers with a 27-12 finish to the half. That's over the final 8-10. So some really strong defense for Indiana in that second quarter. And they've pulled back within 4 at halftime, 56-52. Let's take a listen to the first half highlights.
Garland will go down low on the right block. Mobley takes it into the lane, but he leaves his left hand off the front of the rim. Siakam rebounds, sidesteps Mobley, drives it to the forecourt, takes it the length of the floor and lays it off the glass.
Beautiful finish.
Indiana 5, Cleveland 4. McConnell drives right baseline, sends it out to the left edge where Shepard knocks down a 3.
Much needed shot there from the three-point line, as you noted. That'll be the first make here of the game.
On their 7th attempt, 25-17 for Cleveland. After 1, Cleveland gets the jump. It's the Cavaliers 31, the Pacers 19. Across the timeline, Garland, played by Nembhard, drives right down the middle, sends it to Allen, and it's recycled. Turner blocks it out toward Halliburton. Halliburton moves it to the forecourt, sends it left edge, and a catch-and-shoot three from Nesmith will prompt a Cleveland timeout. The Pacers were down 19. They've cut it to 13 on threes from Halliburton, and now Nesmith. Nembhard spins into the lane, cut off on the foul line by Mitchell. He retreats, giving the ball to Halliburton. Now back to Nembhard. Wade has him now. Cross court to Halliburton. He just hit a three, and this time he hits another one.
Beautiful job. Pascal Siakam does a terrific job with the flare screen, freeing up Halliburton, and he starts to get hot here in the second quarter.
Pacers trailing by 4. Nembhard at the top of the circle. 80 seconds left in the second quarter. Halliburton from the logo hit a three.
Talk about a heat check. Goodness gracious, he's heating up here in the second quarter.
He's got 5 3-point field goals in this quarter. Cleveland's lead is all but evaporated through 2 in Game 5. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers 56, the Indiana Pacers 52.
After tonight's game, the Pacers will either head to the Eastern Conference Finals if they win or head back to Indianapolis for a home Game 6. That time is still TBD. You can be there by visiting Pacers.com/tickets. If this series would need a Game 7, it'll be Sunday in Cleveland. The Pacers certainly hoping they won't need it. And they got back in this game with a strong close to the second quarter. The Cavalier lead is 4 at halftime, 56-52. We'll take a look at the first half stats when we return on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at Nucor.com/careers. That's Nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
Breaking news, never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. TNCs apply. Available in app only.
Pacers Nation, game time is Zyber time. Introducing Zyber with X, a nationwide internet service provider born right here in Indy. Zyber is fast. We offer fiber or fixed wireless or both. As the official internet provider of the Pacers, Zyber delivers championship speeds with style, making your internet seamless and worry-free with speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. Zyber is your surprisingly likable internet service Indy. Follow our pace at Zyber.com. That's Zyber.com.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
The Elevance Health Radio Network.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand,
can lead to an even bigger question like,
tennis camp is how much?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
Postseason dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Whoa, take it easy there. There's a better way to NBA. All playoffs long.
Wait, really?
With the NBA app, you get real-time stats and scores for every playoff matchup. Witness playoff drama as it unfolds.
Seriously?
Catch every bucket all in one place, all for free.
Where have you been all my life?
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
The best athletes don't just play the game, they change it. When it comes to investing, Gainbridge is doing the same. Their online platform does things differently by putting you in control, so you can invest on your own terms and grow your savings over time. It's a better way to invest, because it's investing your way. Get started today with as little as $1,000 at Gainbridge.io. Gainbridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Halftime out in Cleveland, the Cavaliers have a 56-52 lead. This series is 3-1 advantage Indiana. The Pacers are trying to close out the Cavaliers with a stunning 4-1 series finish. They'll do so if they can win tonight. They'll have to outscore, of course, Cleveland in the second half to do so. That's the 64-win and 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers on the brink of elimination. One other game tonight at 9:30. It's been a great series between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets have won games 1 and 3. The Thunder 2 and 4. That series is 2-2, headed back to Oklahoma City for a 9:30 tip tonight. That'll be tipping off right around when we reach completion of Game 5 in Cleveland. We're back to Cleveland after this. Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill have the third. This is the Elevance Health Radio Network.
She's worked hard. We're so proud to drop her off at her dream school.
We've grown so much. This new location will be a dream for our business.
With this dream gym at home, the whole family can get stronger together.
Forum Credit Union helps you save, share, and grow for the moments you dream about. Learn about becoming a member and our services at forumcu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender. NMLS number 469848.
It's basketball season, so it's time to rally behind the Indiana Pacers with your favorite local pizza. When it's game time, make sure you've got Hot Box Pizza in your corner. With our everyday awesome deals, you choose the deal that fits your schedule perfectly. Whether celebrating a win or gearing up for the next big game, we have the pizza that keeps you fueled. Grab a slice and show your support for both the Pacers and Hot Box Pizza. Visit one of our 24 local locations for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. Check us out at hotboxpizza.com. Locally owned, locally loved.
Hey Pacers fans, by saying yes to organ donation, you're choosing to give the gift of life, an incredible way to make a lasting difference even after you're gone. It's a powerful decision that offers hope to those waiting on the National Transplant Waiting List for a life-saving organ. Join your Pacers in supporting organ donation and get the heart on your driver's license. If more people say yes to being an organ donor, more lives can be saved. Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to learn more and share your decision with your family.
Breaking news coming in from Bet3 at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
In Cleveland, we played 2. It looked grim at first. Cleveland led by 19 points. However, the Pacers did cut it to 1 and are within 4 as we start the third quarter. In the first half, Cleveland got 16 points from Donovan Mitchell. He didn't shoot it well, 3 of 11 from the floor, and he missed all 5 of his three-point shots. Makes him 7 of 36, under 20% from three-point range in this series. However, as he has done throughout the course of these playoffs, he's been able to get to the line. He went 10 of 12. Cleveland outscored the Pacers by 7 points from the line in the first half. For the Pacers, the leading scorer was Tyrese Halliburton. He had 17 points, 15 of them on three-point field goals. He went 5 of 6 from outside the arc. He also got to the line 3 times and made 2. The Pacers have had the lead in this game, but never by more than 2 points, and they're down by 4 as we go to the third quarter. The Cavaliers hoping to extend their season to Thursday. The Pacers, if they prevail, would then move on to the Eastern Conference Finals against either New York or Boston. New York leaves that best of 7, 3-1. Game 5 in that series is scheduled for tomorrow night in Boston. We start the third quarter. The Pacers will have the ball. The first half was rather grim, Eddie Gill, for long stretches, but then over the last 6 minutes or so of the second quarter, the Pacers really got it together and did much better on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, did a much better job of limiting some of the paint touches and paint attacks by the Cavs. Then obviously able to manufacture some clean looks, although some of them, the far of note, Ty Jerome has not seen the floor and Sam Merrill is out.
Pacers with it, right to left. They're in the yellow, blue and white numerals, letters, and trim. Cleveland plays in the black with the burgundy and gold complementary colors. Pacers with it, first down 4. Original starters are on the floor for both teams. Pascal Siakam has it on the foul line, 4 to shoot. Tough shot from the dotted half, and it wouldn't drop. Cleveland rebounds, Mitchell has it. It's Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, and Aaron Nesmith against Evan Mobley, who has the ball for Cleveland, trying to carve out a shot from the dotted half, and he does so, knocking it down. He has scored 16 points, and Cleveland leads by 6, 58-52. We'll set their lineup in its entirety when they get the ball back, as Nembhard worked his way to the baseline and lost it out of bounds.
They get up with an offensive foul. They hit him with that offhand. He looks like he sticks a chicken wing out there and hits Garland trying to clear some space.
I've been in this league for 37 years. You'd think by now I would know not to listen to the PA announcer. Goodness. There's a drive right down the middle. Garland scores, and as Carlisle will occasionally do, he is going to use an early timeout here in the third quarter. Just 57 seconds gone, and Cleveland has doubled the lead from 4 to 8. 11:03 left, third quarter, 60-52 for Cleveland. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger. For mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Now you can call every shot when it comes to investing, because GameBridge's easy online platform puts you in control of your own financial future. Choose trusted products, invest on your own terms with as little as $1,000, and watch your savings grow over time with reliable returns. You make the choices, you make the calls. So no matter what, you're always in the lead. Get started today at GameBridge.io. GameBridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
You saw and heard what happened in the Pacers game, but what didn't you see? Everything that happens on the court is influenced by what's going on off it. And only Indy Star Pacers insider Dustin DePierac is going to give you that story.
Only Indy Star has the Pacers covered every day from every angle. It's not just about the X's and O's. I'll get you behind the scenes, whether it's a hidden reason for the Pacers' success or something you might not want to hear about after a loss. If you want to know what's happening with the Pacers, you can only get the full story from Indy Star.
They don't call it Sailor Jerry's spiced rum for nothing. We make our rum in the name of Norman Sailor Jerry Collins, father of the old school tattoo. You've seen them before, bright, bold, and filled with meaning. As an independent spirit, he lived his life all in, the way we approach making our rum now. Still made the old school way, 92 proof, with all natural spices and flavors. This is a solid drink, no matter how you like it. Respect his legacy. Drink Sailor Jerry responsibly.
In Cleveland, the Pacers trailed by 19 points in the first half of Game 5, but they cut it to 1 late in the second quarter. However, the Cavaliers have bridged the second and third quarters with a 7-point run. They're in front by 8. The Pacers take a timeout just 57 seconds into the third quarter. They'll have the ball when play resumes. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle. Here's Pat Boylan.
Something Rick Carlisle has referenced over and over throughout the time that he's been back here in Indiana is one of the biggest reasons why you try not to get into those early holes is because while oftentimes you can work yourself back into the game, the energy that's expounded to do that can make it hard to finish the game at the level necessary. Now, way too early to suggest that might be in play here, but something that the Pacers will be needing to fight through. Look back to game number 3. Indiana got down by 15 in the first quarter, tied the game, then it was all Cleveland. Tonight, the Pacers' 19-point deficit down to 1, but the Cavs have pushed it back to 8.
Out of the timeout, the Pacers bring it length of the court. They've got it. First minute, third quarter. No substitutions during that timeout. And we are set to resume play. The Cavaliers leading 60-52. They are 2-2 on their home floor during the playoffs. The Pacers are 3-1 on the road during postseason play. Ball comes in. Nembhard has it, and he'll bring it up. Garland is on Nembhard, who crosses left of the logo. Turner up to screen. Nembhard uses it to move to the top of the three-point arc. There's a whistle, though, and a foul on Garland. That's his second. First team foul either way in the third quarter. The Pacers will play the ball in from the side. It is 60-52. The Pacers cut it from 19 to 53-52 late in the second. The Cavaliers have responded. Halliburton will get it in from the near side, challenged by Strus. He bounces it to Nembhard. Nembhard up against the timeline, tries to tightrope the left sideline, and he threw it away. Mitchell steals it and takes it to the other end. And Turner may have gotten a fingertip on the shot. It landed in Strus's hands, and Strus had it slapped away and out of bounds with 10:44 to play. Now, Mitchell is perfectly capable of dunking. I don't know why he just laid it up like that.
No clue what he was doing. He laid it up as if he were out there with his little brother at the park, just hanging out. First of all, he slowed all the way down. And great work by Turner. Hustling back, blocks the shot. And then Nembhard, he hustled back to block the putback attempt.
They've got it with 19 to shoot, 10:44 to play. That was Turner's second blocked shot of the game. Mitchell will get it in. Up top it goes. Allen has it. That's outside his range, and he hands it to Strus. Strus goes left edge of the arc. Garland with a strong drive into the lane. He tried to dump it down to Allen, but he threw it away. Siakam gets it ahead to Nesmith. Pacers looking for their first points of the third quarter. Halliburton drives, bounces to Turner, left of the lane. Turner can't get the shot off over Allen, and he walked with it. 60-52 for Cleveland. Turnovers now, 9 Cleveland, 10 Indiana. Garland will work it up. Right side, crossing through the logo as he uses the left hand to move to his left. Now Mitchell driving, kicking to the corner. Strus is all alone, but he missed a three. Mitchell got to the ball, couldn't put it back though. It rolled off the rim. Here comes Nembhard. Pacers still haven't scored in the third quarter. They trail by 8. Nesmith to the foul line, sends it into the lane. Turner from right in front turns and delivers.
Yeah, he takes advantage of the size over Strus. Good pass by Nesmith.
That's Turner's first field goal. He missed his first 4 shots. Allen to the far corner. They work it to the left edge of the arc. Mobley will try a 3, and he'll get it. 21 for Mobley. That's just their second three-point field goal on their 13th attempt. And they're in front 63-54. They have bridged the second and third quarters with a 10-2 run. Holding the ball is Nembhard. Bouncing to the top. Siakam has it. He'll give it to Halliburton. Halliburton moving to his left. Played out there by Strus. 6 seconds to shoot. A contested 3 from the left side is off target. Rebound snagged by Mobley, and here comes Cleveland again. 63-54 they lead. Garland has it, center of the floor, driving, gets it left edge. Mobley hit a 3 last time. This time he gives it up. Strus sends it back to Mobley left wing. Allen on the foul line, had it knocked out of his hands by Turner. Here comes Nesmith. He's in the lane. He's at the hoop, and he lays it in.
That's a great block and anticipation there by Turner. And Nesmith does the right thing. See Garland there in transition. Just attack him.
63-56. Mobley centers it. Mitchell releases it immediately and shoots a 3 off the back of the rim. He is really having a hard time with his three-point shot in these playoffs. He's under 30%. Siakam left edge. Pacers down 7. Early third quarter of game 5, and a pass into the post is interrupted by a whistle. It was in Turner's hands, and Garland down low fouled Turner. 3 on Garland.
Cavs doing just a really poor job right now of matching up. And Turner's doing an even better job of identifying when he has that advantage and walking smaller guys down into the lane.
Ball will come in from the near side. Free throw line extended. Nembhard will pitch it in from the sideline. He will go to the top. Siakam has it. Siakam will give it to Halliburton. The shot clock is at 10. Halliburton left hand, bounce to the top of the circle. A clean look for Siakam, and he buries a 3. A dozen for Siakam. The Pacers have hit 9 of their 22 threes. They're back to within 4, 8:19 left in the third. Garland against Nesmith, driving to his right, hits the wing all the way to the goal, and he's on the line, fouled by Nesmith, who picks up his 3rd.
Nesmith's in great position. Just got to know when to pull off the aggression just a hair and see can that guy get to the rim and finish, knowing that Turner is down there lurking.
Their two guards are their two leading scorers during the season, Mitchell and Garland, but in this game, they are a combined 6 of 24 from the floor, 0 of 10 from three-point range, yet as Garland hits the foul shot, they lead by 5. Cleveland has been to the line 21 times. They've made 18. And Garland here missed the second one. It's rebounded by Neesmith. The Cavalier lead is 5. Just over 8 minutes to play in the third quarter of Game 5. The Pacers trying to end Cleveland's season. Halliburton up against the right sideline, centers it to Nembhard, back to Halliburton. He bluffs the three, bounces once, and from the left edge hits another three, his 6th of the game.
Cavs go to that zone, and instantly Halliburton is attempting to shoot him out of it.
He is 6 of 8 from out there. Garland handling for Cleveland. Their lead down to 2. Strus out of the corner. A 3 off the front of the rim, rebounded by Turner. Pacers down 2 with the ball, moving it right to left in yellow. Halliburton has it off a Siakam screen. He rises up and leaves a 3 short this time. Strus rebounds for Cleveland. 7:30 left in the third. Cleveland 64, the Pacers 62. Strus to the right sideline. Garland driving to the baseline, pulls up on Nembhard, rebounded by Neesmith. Halliburton has it again. Up the right sideline, he'll fire it cross court into the near corner. Siakam backing in, using his size on Garland. He feeds it into the lane. It's slapped away. It's loose on the near side. Scooped up. Siakam grabs it, turns and hits a 3 right in front of his own bench. Timeout for Cleveland. The Pacers are in front by 1. 7:04 left in the third quarter. 65-64 for the Pacers. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
In Indiana, we grow basketball and soybeans. Just like the first bushel baskets used to create the game of basketball, we are growing bushels of beans all across the state, which help drive the Indiana economy, create sustainable products, and of course create a sustainable source of food. Meet the people behind the family farms across the state at indianasoybean.com. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
If you want a tire shop that doesn't feel like your ordinary tire shop, then you need to meet Tire Man. Bell Tire. Good point, Tire Man. Tire Man works at Bell Tire. He's part tire, part man, all heart. Bell Tire. Right, Tire Man. We repair flats for free at Bell Tire. And as Tire Man just said, we actually care about our customers. We're not your ordinary tire shop because we're changing tires. Bell Tire.
Hi, this is Archie Manning. After years of playing football, I've learned to listen to my body. These days, that includes listening for signs of heart problems like chest discomfort or feeling tired from doing simple activities. The expert team of heart specialists at Ascension St. Vincent has made it the st hospital for cardiac care in Indiana. So when you need care for your heart, contact the winning team at ascension.org/St. Vincent Heart.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I like it. So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Pacers with an 11-1 run have their first lead of the third quarter. 65-64 with Eddie Gill. I'm Mark Boyle. Let's go to Indianapolis and Pat Boylan.
Indiana's done most of this comeback with their defense. Cleveland, since the 8-10 mark of the second quarter, has scored just 20 points. So that's 20 points in 13 minutes, a quarter plus 1 minute, and Indiana has erased a 19-point deficit and has gone up by 1.
You mentioned conditioning possibly being a factor in this game. Are you seeing any evidence of it?
Yeah, these first 5 minutes of this third quarter, the aggression of the Cavs has not been what it was to start this game. And in particular, Donovan Mitchell, although I think he probably still has something in the tank and he's going to show it here to some degree. We'll see if he has any success with it. He has yet to drive the basketball to the paint where he had unlimited success up to this point in the series, actually. So we'll see if he looks to get it going some more while he and both Garland are struggling in a major way from the three-point line, 0 for 10 out there.
not just the three-point line. 6 of 25 overall. That can change at a moment's notice, though. They're both capable.
No question about it, but just trending in the wrong direction if you're the Cavs, but certainly trending in the right direction if you're the Pacers. Has their shot making and defense have both gone to another level.
Substitutions both ways. Thomas Bryant is in. Miles Turner is out for the Pacers. DeAndre Hunter has checked in for Cleveland. He'll play with Max Strus, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Dean Wade is on for the first time in this half. Mitchell brings it across, left side arc, centers it to Mobley. Mobley versus Bryant, handoff to Strus. Strus fires off the dribble. It's an air ball from three-point range, and Siakam grabs it under the hoop. Pacers' biggest lead tonight, too. They're up one with the ball here midway through the third quarter in Game 5. Halliburton, who's had a brilliant night shooting the three, 6 of 8, almost threw it away. Siakam rescued it. And Wade, who nearly made the play, and as it turns out got there a heartbeat late and is called for a reach-in foul, his third.
Well, if Siakam isn't aggressive in trying to go retrieve that pass, it just might be a steal there by Wade.
Pacers will have 14 seconds to get a shot, 6.5 minutes to play. We are in quarter number 3. Indiana trying to wrap up this series. Halliburton to Siakam. One bounce gets him a free throw line jumper, and he knocks it down. He's got 17 points. He went 9 of 10 on Sunday. Not shooting nearly as well tonight, but he does have 17 points, and this is Indiana's largest lead of the game. Mobley with an air ball, but the rebound tapped back out to the perimeter. Mobley has it, 10 seconds to shoot. He took it to the dotted half and tried to get it to the baseline cutter. Strus was coming in from the right corner, but Siakam alertly knocked the pass out of bounds. They've got 7 seconds to shoot.
You can feel this crowd's getting a little antsy here. They want to see something from the Cavs as the Pacers attempt to take control of this game.
They are 3 of 12 from the floor here in the third quarter. Mitchell gets it in. Play is on the far sideline. Takes it back. Unloads, and his three off the front of the rim. Strus with the rebound, and his shot is spiked away from behind by Siakam. Indiana trying to build on a three-point lead. Nembhard out of the corner, long with a three ball, and a loose ball foul over on the far side against Siakam. That's his third. Team fouls, Cleveland with 3, and Indiana with 1. Correction, 2. And with 5:54 to play in the third, Cleveland down by 3. They bring it from backcourt. That's a 22-point swing. The Cavs were up 19 in the second quarter. Here comes Cleveland. Pacers are working on a 13-1 run. Good, strong drive left side, but the right hand of Strus falls off the front of the rim. Back the other way is Nesmith. Nembhard way out near the logo, left side of the floor, bouncing to the wing. Siakam will attack Wade. Siakam driving. There's contact from the foul line, and Siakam will go twice.
Far side official is called Wade. The shot is sent off. They're going to put it on the side out of bounds, though.
That is their 4th team foul, though, with 5:31 to play. So after this, they'll hit the penalty. Isaac Okoro is in. Max Strus will get a rest. Strus 0 of 7 from the floor in this game, and he's not scored.
He's another guy, again, the conditioning component. The amount of energy he's burning trying to wear Halliburton down.
Nembhard better hurry, and he's going to get a 5. Oh, that was a 5-second. That was about an 8-second call.
Poor job there by the Pacers. Thomas Bryant is over there asking for the ball. He should be setting the screen for Halliburton to get open. Cost the Pacers an opportunity here at the basket.
That's the 11th Indiana turnover. Cleveland has 9. 5:31 left in the third quarter. Indiana leading Cleveland 67-64. Mitchell in backcourt, played by Nembhard. He'll work it with a right hand. Coming through the logo at center court. Moving toward his right. Halliburton picks him up. He drives. Mitchell's in the lane. Ball is stripped. It rolls to the far corner. 10 seconds to shoot. Okoro drives into the lane, leaning in on Siakam. Couldn't get the shot away. Went out to Mobley, who missed a 3 from the right edge. Siakam with the rebound. They're 2 of 18 from three-point range. Indiana with a game-high 3-point lead as Nesmith drives. Left side, under the hoop, too far under. He whips it outside where Halliburton fakes a 3, drives the lane, and hits that patented right-hand floater.
A beautiful job. The ball movement there. The Cavs just a step late right now.
Indiana on a 15-1 run. This is their largest lead of the game. Mobley comes down the right side, and he's fouled. This with 4:44 left in the third quarter. It's Thomas Bryant's second, and it's the team's third. 69-64. They will rule it a shooting foul, and Mobley, who's 6 of 6 from the line, will go twice. He's got 21 points in this game, 6 rebounds, and he'll try to cut the Pacer lead down to 3. 4:44 left in the third quarter. Mobley's first foul shot, around and off. Boy, this has been a bad third quarter for them so far. They are 3 of 16 from the floor, and they have scored 8 points in 7 minutes and 16 seconds. Garland will check back in for Cleveland. Nembhard is out. The Pacers reinsert Shepard. Garland will play with Okoro, Mobley, Hunter, and Wade. He's got one more foul shot coming. He missed the first, and he made the second. He is their leading scorer with 22 points. The Pacers lead by 4. Halliburton using a screen from Bryant to get safely into the forecourt. To the top of the circle, veers off to the right side wing, feeds it out to Nesmith. Obi Toppin in the game for the first time this quarter, gives the ball to Halliburton. Toppin with Nesmith. Halliburton, pass down low. Halliburton got it to Bryant, who faked twice and then ate his own shot. He just swallowed that shot, waited too long, multiple defenders cut him off and denied him. At the other end, Garland to the baseline, feeds the far corner, nearly threw it away, and now trying to save it. Okoro did throw it away. Bryant takes it the length and slams it with 2 hands.
Right now, the Pacers, again, the more conditioned, more fresh, more aggressive team here in this third quarter.
It's a 17-3 Indiana run. It's 71-65. Pacers with a game-high 6-point lead, under 4 to go in the third quarter. Okoro right up the middle, and he misses with Bryant providing resistance, and the rebound to Toppin. Here comes Nesmith. He's outnumbered. He doesn't care. He goes to the hoop, and he missed the shot. Not a good decision by Nesmith. 3:38 left in the third. Cleveland down 6. Here comes Garland down the right side. Across the lane, right to left. Nesmith sticks right with him. He sends it outside to Okoro and then takes it back. 10 to shoot. Garland center of the floor. Left edge, Okoro's open. Passes it into the corner, and Wade misses a 3. They can't put it in the ocean, and here comes Toppin. On top to Halliburton. Halliburton bouncing it into the lane. The unguarded Bryant dunks it, and Cleveland needs another timeout. Boy, here's something I'll never understand. Your team won 64 games, and you're booing them. Come on. Come on.
Well, you know.
I do know. Pacers have outscored the Cavaliers 19-2 over the last few minutes. Cleveland needs a timeout with the score at 73-65. 3:14 left in the third. There's still a long way to go, but if you can finish this third quarter with authority, you can push them right to the edge of the cliff.
I believe so, and again, they played 8. The Pacers have played 11, but essentially 10. Jarris Walker got 10 seconds, won't count that. So they played 10 guys who played significant minutes. So until the Cavs show me something differently, I'm more and more starting to believe the conditioning component is becoming a major factor, as the Pacers have clearly relied on their depth. The Cavs have relied on their depth also throughout this season when they won those 64 games. Ty Jerome was having a miserable series, I'll give him that, but he has not gotten off the floor yet, gotten off the bench yet to see if he has anything in the tank. No Javonte Green. We talked about Sam Merrill is out with an injury.
Cleveland, and I'm just throwing this out there because it's referring to the point you made. I don't know the formula or how it's done, but Cleveland has the third most efficient bench in the NBA, whatever that means.
Sure.
Not the third highest scoring. There are other factors, but that illustrates the point you were making. They had great depth during the regular season.
Exactly. And again, Sam Merrill's out with injury, but Ty Jerome is a guy who was incredibly impactful with that second unit. Again, he's struggled in a major way during this series, though.
He is shooting 27% from the floor in this series and has not gotten off the bench in Game 5. Out of the timeout, Garland with a good, strong drive, but he missed the left hand, and the ball is tapped out of bounds. The Pacers will bring it the length. In this quarter, Cleveland is 3 of 19 from the floor. On the night, they're 2 of 19 from three-point range. Pacers are in front by 8. This is their largest lead. They've outscored the Cavaliers in this quarter, 21-9. Halliburton with it, left of center, outside the arc, still holding the dribble. Played out there at the edge of the arc by Jerome, who finally does get a sniff, checking into the game for the first time, and Halliburton just drove him into the lane and finished.
He just got blown by. Welcome to the game.
Pacers by 10 after trailing by 19. 2:34 left in the third. Jerome hits a three. In the series until now, he'd been 2 of 13 from out there.
There you go. Clearly Atkinson heard me talking about him resting the whole first half.
75-68. Benedict Mathurin out there for the first time in this quarter for Indiana. He gives it to Halliburton, back to Mathurin, into the lane. Toppin finds the open man. Left to right, the pass to the right block, and a two-hand slam for Bryant.
Incredible job there by Toppin. I think this ball is off of Garland, though. Let's see if they're going to review this.
77-68. The ball will come in, and Garland will bring it up. 2:05 left in the third. Cleveland reeling. They're down by 9. Garland on the move, left edge of the arc, continues to the wing. He'll float one off the glass. That's rebounded by Toppin. Pacers running 4 on 3. Toppin's going to take it himself, hops to the hoop, lays it in, and draws the foul.
Outstanding job here by Toppin. First of all, he gets a rebound in traffic. Instant push. He's able to drive past 3 black jerseys and licking his chops as Ty Jerome is retreating. He commits a bad foul here. It's an easy and one opportunity here for Toppin.
Allen is in. Wade is out. The Pacers are on a 25-5 run, and they lead by a game-high 11 points. They're playing with Toppin. T.J. McConnell out for the first time this half. Bryant is on the floor, as are Mathurin and Shepard. Toppin looking to complete a three-point play and succeeding. A brilliant third quarter for the Pacers. They lead 80-68. They've outscored the Cavaliers 28-12. Jerome in backcourt using an Allen screen. Mathurin really is going to come very close to forcing an 8-second call. They just did get it across. Terrific work by the aggressive Mathurin. Now Hunter has it. He'll fire one from the foul line. Around and out. Rebound Shepard. Here come the Pacers again. 90 seconds left in the third. Far corner Toppin out to Mathurin, on top to Shepard. Hand off McConnell. 1:22 left in the third quarter. Indiana leading by 12 as Mathurin drives, hops to the hoop, goes up and under right to left. Put it up just a tad too hard, and here comes Jerome for Cleveland. Jerome off the Allen screen. He hit a three not long ago, and he hit another one here.
He gets that three to go, but man, is he lucky. Benedict Mathurin blew by him and just missed the layup.
Ironically,
yes,
he is making his coach look pretty bad for not playing him.
I don't know, but I'm not. Well, again.
Well, you talked about the conditioning. It's clearly an issue. You've got to at least get him out there to give somebody a rest.
Fair. Totally agree with that.
And now he hits a pair of threes. It's 80-71. Let's find out what Pat has going on back in the studio.
Well, even with that last made field goal, the Cavaliers have been struggling mightily from the field, Mark, as you have chronicled, and it really goes back to the 8-10 mark of the second quarter. Since then, the Cavaliers are just 10 of 37. That is 27% from the field. In that stretch, the Pacers have gone from down 19 to up by the 9 points that they currently lead.
1 minute, 6 seconds left in the third. The Pacers taking a timeout. Tickets for the Indiana Fever on sale now. The Fever start the season on Saturday against Chicago. Additional tickets have just been released. Visit feverbasketball.com to get your seats today. The Pacers were down 19. They would go on to lead by as many as 10, a 29-point swing. Right now they're up by 9, and they have the ball with 1 minute, 6 seconds to play in the third quarter. Talked about the possibility that the Pacers could push the Cavs to the edge of the cliff. But Jerome with some big shots, 2 3-point field goals, much needed by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, those definitely need something to stop the bleeding here. The Pacers taking full control of this game in the third quarter. Those 2 threes are helpful for the Cavs.
Pacers up 9, 1 minute, 2 seconds left in the third. McConnell has the ball for Indiana. Across the timeline, left sideline, Nembhard back to the center of the floor. Toppin with it to the left sideline, Nembhard driving right hand up top to McConnell, 9 to shoot. McConnell hands it off, left edge of the arc. Toppin turns the corner, comes down the middle of the lane, feeds the far corner, and Bryant delivers a three.
Big shot there as the Cavs try to dig in a little bit there and get a stop to close this quarter out.
Bryant has scored 9 points in the third quarter. Indiana by a game-high 12. 35 seconds left in the third. Mitchell driving and putting in a right hand right of the lane as he's knocked to the floor he goes to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
First time he looked to attack the basket here in this second half. Yields the same results we've seen throughout the series. So this is the best result they could possibly get with him driving to the basket and one opportunity.
That's his first scoring of the second half. He had 16 points in the first half, 13 points in the first quarter. Very, very reliable from the line. And this time he completes a three-point play. He's got 19 points. There is time between game and shot clocks. Looks like about 9 seconds. Pacers by 9, 25 seconds left in the third quarter. McConnell on top, played by Wade. Shot clock to 10. McConnell makes his move. Driving down the right side of the lane, he sends it to Mathurin. Mathurin right in front, puts it home.
Well, to your point about Ty Jerome being on the floor, yeah, he made those 2 threes, but he's also been blown by 3 consecutive times.
And he's committed 2 fouls.
Yeah, so net 0 right now.
85-74, Cleveland should get the last shot. Mitch, check that, Hunter will cross with 7 seconds to play in the third. Toppin has him. Hunter's center of the floor, strong drive down the left side, nicely done. He floats one in off the right-hand glass. The Pacers have minimal time to get to the other end, and from backcourt, Toppin lets it fly. It's short. The Pacers take a 9-point lead to the fourth quarter through 3. It's the Indiana Pacers 85, the Cleveland Cavaliers 76. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about Nuke.
Available in app only.
Good communications is key to any winning team. When it comes to business communications, your customers and vendors need to communicate with you from a variety of devices. Gibson Teldata provides unified communication solutions to over 3,000 organizations, including the Indiana Pacers, Fever, and Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Unified Communications lets your team communicate using a variety of platforms from a single interface. Visit bgibson.com or call 317-298-2945. Gibson Teldata is a proud partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs. The moment we've all been waiting for is here.
The fans now on the edge of their seats.
It's time to stay locked in to every single moment. Because you never know when history will be made. When it's win or go home, every moment matters. So don't miss a thing. NBA playoffs presented by Google continues on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
Thanks for showing up, Indy. Nothing beats catching your Pacers IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you are catching the Pacers at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Pacers and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Pacers tickets today. There is no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Indy.
Hey, this is Tyrese Halliburton, and you're listening to Pacers basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
And this Game 5 has taken a dramatic turn. The Pacers trailed by as many as 19 points in the first half. Erased that, took their own double-digit lead in the third quarter. Their advantage after 3 is 9, 85-76. The Pacers outscored the Cavaliers 33-20 in that third quarter. In downtown Indianapolis, I'm Pat Boylan. Back to Cleveland, the fourth quarter of Game 5 with Mark Boyle and Eddie Gill now.
If they cannot outscore the Pacers by at least 10 in the fourth quarter, their season ends. But they are more than capable of doing that. Best offensive team in the league. They haven't been good in this series, in particular from three-point range. But they were really, really good throughout the course of the regular season. And they are more than capable of getting this done.
Listen, we've highlighted, you don't battle for the overall number 1 seed throughout the entire league for no reason. Win 64 games, have multiple all-stars in your building. You know, those things don't happen on accident. They won't go away without a fight.
They've got the ball to start the fourth quarter, and they'll start the quarter with Ty Jerome, Max Strus, Jared Allen, DeAndre Hunter, and Donovan Mitchell. Driving Jerome, he got into the lane, and he scored from the dotted half circle.
They go back to the well. He knocked down those 2 3-point shots, see if he can make another play, and he does.
85-78, the Pacers move it right to left in the yellow. Blue and white numerals, letters, and trim will split the Indiana lineup as we go. Pascal Siakam, Andrew Nembhard, Miles Turner back out there, Benedict Mathurin, and T.J. McConnell. Siakam has it, right edge of the arc, 6 to shoot. Jerome defending. To the baseline goes Siakam. His jump shot falls off the back of the rim. Mitchell rebounds. It's 2-on-1. Left edge of the arc. Jerome fakes the 3. Now waits for the trailer and shovels the ball to the left sideline. From there, Hunter will go to work. First minute, fourth quarter, Cleveland down 7 with the ball. Mitchell fakes the 3, and he got Mathurin to foul him up top. That's Mathurin's second. And Mitchell, who has been to the line 13 times already, will shoot 2 more here.
We got an opportunity to cut into this lead in a major way inside of a minute of this fourth quarter.
They were up 19, then they were down 10. Now as Mitchell goes to the line and hits the first of 2, they've cut it to 6. Cleveland from the line, 21 of 26. The Pacers just 11 of 16. Mitchell with 1 more. He could cut it to 5 here with a lot of time left to play. And he succeeds. 85-80. And now a chance to cut it to 4. The 3-shot foul from Mathurin cost the Pacers 3 points as Mitchell made all 3. It's 85-81. Crowd getting into it as McConnell walks it up inside of 11 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Nembhard left edge of the arc. Off the Siakam screen, back to McConnell. Drives it to the right wing. Now he'll take the left hand down the right side. He lost the ball. It's scooped up by Mitchell. Mitchell is outnumbered, 1 against 4. He's going to take it anyway, and Mathurin blocked his shot. Mathurin hustling back defensively made a terrific play. Now he's got the ball at the other end, and he's fouled by Hunter.
Terrific play by Mathurin. He was just timing it up the entire time while Mitchell was attacking. He's able to come down and draw a foul on the other end.
That was a really fine piece of work. And with 10:36 left to play, the non-shooting foul will result in Indiana playing the ball in. And they'll do so near side of the floor. Front court free throw line extended. 18 seconds to shoot. Mathurin has it. He almost lost it to Mitchell, and now Mitchell reached in and fouled. Cavaliers wanted a jump ball. Mitchell almost took it, but too much contact, and he's tagged with his second foul.
He wanted a review. Kenny Atkinson paid him no attention.
Shot clock at 14, game clock at 10:31. Indiana's lead down to 4. Center of the floor, McConnell. Left hand penetrates the arc, circles back to the perimeter, still holding the bounce, drives it left hand, feeds it far corner, and he almost threw it away. He did throw it away. It's intercepted by Hunter. Hunter collides with Turner, who stripped it out of his hands. It's out of bounds to Cleveland. The Pacers look very shaky offensively here to start the fourth quarter.
Well, as you say that, and I'm thinking it to myself, when does Halliburton check into the game, and he and Neesmith both go to the table?
McConnell and Mathurin will leave. Meanwhile, Garland is back in for Cleveland, and Jerome will go to the side. 10:15 left in the fourth quarter. Indiana by 4. Pacers have not scored yet here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they're going to get Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell's looking up at the clock like, what's going on here? As he goes to the sideline.
So they'll have Hunter. Jerome stays in the game, as it turns out. Left side, Garland. He's in the corner. He drives the baseline. He'll feed it out to the edge of the arc. Hunter will drive to the dotted half circle and miss off the back of the rim. He got his own rebound and fed it out to Strus, who missed a 3. They continue to struggle at 4 for 22 from out there. Indiana back to the attack, leading by 4, under 10 minutes to play. Siakam backing in, left hand. He's at the dotted half circle, and he completes the process with a short jumper.
Shocked they played one-on-one down there with Strus guarding the Siakam post-up.
Pacers by 6, 9:43 left. Shepard getting set to return as Garland hoists up a 3 that spins around the rim, rebounded by Allen. Back outside. Hunter has it, 10 to shoot. Hunter against Siakam. He'll try a 3, and he's fouled by Siakam as he buries the 3 from the left side.
Pacers have done a solid job keeping the Cavs off of the offensive glass here. Jared Allen's able to come up with a big one. Gives the Cavs another opportunity, and now they have a 4-point play opportunity.
Nembhard is out. Shepard is in. Mobley will return for Cleveland to play with Strus, Hunter, Garland, and Strus. Hunter looking for a 4-point play, which would cut the Pacer lead down to 2. But he fired it off the back of the rim, and they get another offensive rebound. Garland drives. He's in on the left side, and he finishes the play. Cleveland with a burst to start the fourth quarter. They've outscored the Pacers 10-2. They're back to within 1. Timeout Indiana, 9:24 left, 87-86 Pacers. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
Now you can call every shot when it comes to investing because Gainbridge's easy online platform puts you in control of your own financial future. Choose trusted products, invest on your own terms with as little as $1,000, and watch your savings grow over time with reliable returns. You make the choices, you make the calls. So no matter what, you're always in the lead. Get started today at Gainbridge.io. Gainbridge is an official partner of the Indiana Pacers.
Be part of something bigger with a career at Nucor. When you join our organization, you become part of a team that makes an impact on people's lives, communities, and the environment. Join us to forge deep bonds with teammates, get the freedom to activate your ideas, and gain the stability to build a lifelong career. Learn more at Nucor.com/careers. That's Nucor.com/careers. Come be a part of something bigger at Nucor. Nucor is an equal opportunity employer.
What if healthcare worked for everyone? What if your health was measured by more than your vital signs? What if zucchini and kale were as accessible as burgers and fries? What if AI helped doctors to know what your body will do before you do? We aren't just asking these questions. With our health plans and services, we're taking steps to address them. Elevance Health, where health can go. Learn more at elevancehealth.com.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
It has been a roller coaster ride in Cleveland. The Cavaliers dominant early, led by 19. Then the Pacers outscored the Cavs by 29 points to take a 10-point lead. They were up 9 after 3, but Cleveland starts the fourth quarter with a 10-2 run. They're within 1, 9:24 left in the fourth. With Eddie Gill, I'm Mark Boyle at Rocket Arena in Cleveland. Let's go to Indianapolis and Pat Boylan.
Yeah, the hot and cold Cavaliers continue, as we were mentioning. 44 points for them in the first 16 minutes, just 21 in the next 16 minutes. However, they've scored 21 points now in the last 6 minutes exactly. That Ty Jerome 3, after he subbed in, made it from a 12-point game to a 9-point game, and Cleveland has been sizzling since late third.
And that's an excellent point that Pat makes. If the Cavaliers win this game, you might look at that 3 as the catalyst that got them started.
Yeah, I mean, to be able to get something going, and again, talked about the conditioning component at minimum. He was able to knock down a couple shots, take the ball out of Donovan Mitchell's hands and Darius Garland's hands, give them some rest. One of them sitting down during that time frame, and Donovan Mitchell will still rest as they come out of this timeout.
Pacers have the ball. They'll bring it the length of the floor. Tyrese Halliburton, Aaron Nesmith, Ben Shepherd, Miles Turner, and Pascal Siakam are out there. The Pacers in yellow, the Cavaliers in black. Play with Darius Garland, Max Strus, DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley. They're pressuring in backcourt. Max Strus is the other man on the floor, and Halliburton will bring it up. He'll come through the logo at center court. 9:17 to play. The Pacers clinging to a 1-point lead. Halliburton drives to the top of the arc, now penetrates in the lane, and he dunked it with 2 hands.
And guess who we went by? Ty Jerome after the ball screen, but great job of not settling and gets to the rim.
He's 9 of 12 from the floor, and he's got 26 points. I said Strus was on the floor. That's not correct. It's Ty Jerome, as Eddie just pointed out.
They're both out there.
Garland pulls up and misses, but he's fouled left of the lane. So let's get the right guys on the floor. Max Strus, Ty Jerome, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and DeAndre Hunter. That foul was Shepard's second, and free throws will result for Garland. 1 of 2 from the line in this game. 9 points, 4 of 15 from the floor. Those guards, Mitchell and Garland, their 2 leading scorers during the regular season, as Garland hits the foul shot, are a combined 0 of 12 from three-point range.
Yeah, really struggling to get anything done. Donovan Mitchell's been able to get to the line 16 times, made 14 of those.
Garland made 1, made 2. 1-point game again. Indiana has the ball and the lead, moving right to left. 8:51 left in the fourth. Halliburton comes across right of center. Left hand off the high screen from Turner. Pick and roll pass. Turner gathers it in and knocks it down from the dotted half circle.
Oh, that's a tough shot there. Evan Mobley, great challenge on the shot.
Turner's only taken 6 shots. He's made 2. The Pacers back up 3. 8.5 minutes to play in the fourth. Garland at the edge of the arc looks to tie the game, and his shot, well, you see that about once every 20 seasons. It hit the rim, bounced up, and just stayed nestled at the top of the backboard.
You know who can go get that?
Well, I know Toppin could go get it.
Toppin. Now, we've seen him do it a couple times. Fortunately, this time it's not on his end of the floor.
And it's at the top of the backboard, so I don't even think Toppin. My other favorite guy, and I want these guys to score off in a dunk contest, Jericho Sims.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he can get off the floor.
So the Pacers lead by 3. They've freed the ball from the top of the board, and the ball will come into Nembhard in backcourt. He'll bring it up against Garland. 8 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Indiana leading Cleveland 91-88. Nembhard to the top. Siakam hands it off to Halliburton. Halliburton retreats. He's near the timeline now with 10 seconds to shoot. Siakam on top, facing the basket. He's going to drive it with the left hand into the near corner where Nembhard hits a 3.
That is a big shot. Donovan Mitchell gets caught ball watching as he checked in the game for Ty Jerome and gives up the 3 ball in the corner.
Cleveland had cut it to 1, but out of the timeout, the Pacers go on a 7-2 run. They're up by 6. 7:50 left in the fourth. Hunter drives on Halliburton, pulls up left of the lane, and he didn't get the bounce off the front of the rim, but Mobley tipped it in. Mobley has 22. Indiana's lead is 4. 7 minutes and 37 seconds left to play. Center of the floor, Nembhard on the logo at center. Siakam screens, and there's a foul. Hunter overly aggressive, trying to force Nembhard's hand, but instead he picks up his 3rd foul. The team fouls Indiana 3 and Cleveland 3.
Well, this is a good job by Nembhard attacking there as DeAndre Hunter jumps out and tries to stop that ball screen action.
Ball is in. Halliburton has it. Siakam up to screen. Now peels away. Halliburton got on the ball at the top of the circle. He drives in and put it in off the right-hand glass. 21 points for Siakam. Indiana by half a dozen. 7:18 left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell goes to work. Left hand driving to the lane, and he is going to go to the line twice. His shot from the dotted half circle spun around the rim and fell off.
Goes to the line and attempts 17 of 18 on the night. Aaron Neesmith's fourth, something to keep an eye on.
So Mitchell now, including tonight's 16 attempts, has been to the line 60 times in 5 games. That's an average of a dozen a game, and we still have time left in this game. And more to the point, when he gets there, he is very reliable, and he hits the first one here.
I suspect with 7:13 remaining, we'll end this game with 20-plus attempts from the line. And now Kenny Atkinson's going with this 3-guard lineup, see if he can go back to the well, see what else Ty Jerome has in the tank, as Max Strus has yet to hit a shot tonight.
Max Strus is 0 for 8, 0 of 5 from three-point range. Strus missing the free throw. Mitchell. Strus and the 2 guards, Mitchell and Garland, are a combined 0 of 18 from three-point range.
That could be problematic.
7 minutes left. Indiana by 5. Halliburton goes to work, driving right down the right side, but he's stripped. Cleveland running. It's 3-on-2. Left edge, 1 dribble, 3 ball. And that's Donovan Mitchell.
First mate from those 3 guys you referenced.
1 of 19 now, the 3 from three-point range. 96-94. 6:43 to go. Halliburton bouncing up top to Siakam. Siakam is going to drive it, now decides to give it to Halliburton. 10 seconds to shoot. Halliburton driving, left edge of the arc, into the corner. Siakam unloads a three. It's long, and it's rebounded by Garland. Cleveland down 2 with the ball. 6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Here comes Mitchell again. He's across the timeline, feeds it to Mobley. Mobley attacks Turner. Turner cuts him off. Shovel left edge of the arc. Garland off the Mobley screen, turns the corner, delivers to Mitchell, and a three out of the corner is just a tad long. Rebounded by Nesmith. That would have given Cleveland the lead for the first time in the fourth quarter. Half of the fourth quarter remains as Halliburton floats to his right and draws contact from Jerome. That's Jerome's second. Both teams now with 4 team fouls. That's ruled a non-shooting foul. Cleveland will reinsert Allen, and Hunter will lead. 96-94. Pacers trying to get to the finish line and wrap up this series. The Cavaliers hoping to live to play another day. Siakam has it. Off the inbound, he's on top. The shot clock is at 14. Driving with the left hand, kick to the top. Halliburton bounces once, got it right back inside, but Siakam couldn't finish. Cleveland down 2, and here they come in black, left to right. 5:46 to play. Mobley shovels it to the logo at center court, and from there, Garland weighs his options, waits for the Jerome screen, puts it on the floor, drives and falls. The ball rolls to Turner. He gets it to Halliburton. And Garland is still down. Halliburton in the lane to Siakam, near corner to Nesmith. He drives it right to the goal, up and under, left to right off the glass.
Oh, great attack there by Nesmith. I thought the Pacers might have burned an opportunity. They're walking it up the floor with the 4-on-2 break. And Nesmith attacking the defensive player of the year and is able to get one to go.
Cavaliers come left to right. The Pacers by 4 with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left to play. With a Jerome. He's hit a couple of big threes for Cleveland here in the second half after not playing in the first. Mitchell with 8 to shoot, pulls up on Halliburton and hits another three. He's got 29 points. They're within 1. 4:59 to play in the fourth. Halliburton across the timeline. Mitchell is on it. Halliburton driving with the left hand, feeds the top. Siakam goes to work, kick out right edge, and Nesmith missed a three. Turner with the offensive rebound. Back outside, Halliburton with it. Halliburton got it to Nembhard. He's open, and he hit a three from the left edge.
Timely offensive rebound by Miles Turner, and big basket by Nembhard.
101-97. Cleveland has gotten to within 1 more than once here in the fourth quarter, but they've not had the lead in the quarter. They were down 9 when the quarter started. 4.5 minutes to play. Jerome to the foul line. Shot blocked. Halliburton. He's got the loose ball. He's racing to the other end down the right side to the goal, and he laid it in as he was fouled. A chance for a three-point play.
Wow. What a sequence by Tyrese Halliburton. Single-handedly, defensive end gets the big block shot there on Ty Jerome and walks him underneath the basket for the and one opportunity.
Garland is out. He tumbled a few possessions ago. It looks like he's limping a bit. Remember, he's had issues with that left big toe.
And that's the side he's favoring. As he'll be relieved here. And looks like DeAndre Hunter and Max Strus both will check into the game for Jerome and Garland.
Halliburton hits the foul shot. He's got 29 points. The Pacers lead by 7, 4:22 to play. Strus brings it up, playing with Mobley and Mitchell. Hunter, as Eddie mentioned, back in the game, and Allen. Strus gives to Mitchell on the logo at center. We're down to 4:12 to play. Driving Mitchell, played by Halliburton, down the right side of the lane. Turner confronts him. He feeds it to the far corner. Driving that left baseline, hanging in the air and missing the shot was Hunter. Turner altered it. It didn't hit the rim, and the shot clock expires.
They didn't recognize it. Max Strus would have had an opportunity, but what a challenge at the rim by Miles Turner. He doesn't get the shot blocked there, but man, he changed that shot from Hunter.
Pacers playing with the starting 5 on the floor right now. Cleveland has Strus, Mobley, Mitchell, Hunter, and Jerome. The Pacers by 7 with the ball, under 4 minutes to play. Nembhard on the logo at center court. Slight crouch with a right-hand bounce. Shot clock moving down toward 10. Nembhard will bounce it right edge of the arc. Siakam has it. The defender is Jerome. He is not good defensively. Siakam attacks him, blows by him. Lost the ball. It's free on the floor with 2 to shoot. He picked it up and got it to the corner. Neesmith missed a three. Mobley has the rebound. 3.5 left. Cleveland down 7 with the ball. Hunter open, right edge, catch and shoot. Missed the three. Neesmith has it for the Pacers. They have been dreadful from three-point range the entire series, and they're 7 of 29 tonight. Pacers by 7 as we move down toward the 3-minute mark. 104-97. Siakam to the near sideline. He takes it back from Nembhard, center of the floor. Hand off to Halliburton. Here comes a rainbow that's badly off target. Halliburton shot hit the glass, not the rim. Down to 3 minutes to play. Cleveland down 7. They're moving left to right in black. Mobley tried to get it to Mitchell and now does on top. Mitchell backs up to the timeline. Nembhard is on him. Nembhard fights through a screen from Strus. Mitchell drives to his right. Halliburton picks up Mitchell with 6 to shoot. Mitchell drives, blows by Halliburton, feeds it cross court. The open man on the left sideline missed the three. That was Jerome. Mitchell got the rebound. He couldn't put it back. Turner has it and he's fouled. Indiana will go to the line with 2:38 left following the timeout. We've hit the stretch run. The Pacers trying to close it out. It's 104-97. You're listening to Pacers playoff basketball on the Elevance Health Radio Network.
At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
what's it like to have a yard?
Can lead to an even bigger question like,
am I ready to buy a home?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you, prepared to talk about everything you need to know when applying for a mortgage, so you can try to turn those backyard dreams into reality. Paul?
Yes?
Question. Are you a hammock person?
You know, I think I might be.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. NMLS 399797, Equal Housing Lender.
Experience the Midwest's newest fine dining destination, Commission Row. Our menu includes the best locally sourced steaks, chops, seafood, and raw bar offerings. Created by Pacers Sports and Entertainment in partnership with Cunningham Restaurant Group. Commission Row is located right next to Gambridge Fieldhouse. Whether for dinner on the main level or drinks and Mills, our speakeasy bar, make Commission Row a part of your next game night. Learn more or make a reservation at commissionrow.com.
Pacers Nation, game time is Zyber time. Introducing Zyber with X, a nationwide internet service provider born right here in Indy. Zyber is fast. We offer fiber or fixed wireless or both. As the official internet provider of the Pacers, Zyber delivers championship speeds with style, making your internet seamless and worry-free with speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. Zyber is your surprisingly likable internet service Indy. Follow our pace at Zyber.com. That's Zyber.com.
If you want a tire shop that doesn't feel like your ordinary tire shop, then you need to meet Tire Man. Bell Tire. Good point, Tire Man. Tire Man works at Bell Tire. He's part tire, part man, all heart. Bell Tire. Right, Tire Man. We repair flats for free at Bell Tire. And as Tire Man just said, we actually care about our customers. We're not your ordinary tire shop because we're changing tires. Bell Tire.
2:38 left in the fourth. Cleveland has pulled to within one more than once, but they've not gotten over the top, and I'm talking about the fourth quarter. They led by 19 in the second quarter. Pacers by 7. 2:38 left. This will be the key stretch of the game, presented by KeyBank. Let's go to Indianapolis and Pat Boylan.
And an amazing trend that continues here tonight. In the regular season, the Cavs shot 49% from the field, 38% from three. In round one, 52% from the field, 44% from three. Coming into tonight in round two, just 44% from the field and 30% from three. And right now, 39% from the field, 23% from the three-point line. Moments ago, Andrew Nembhard hit his third three of the game. That's his 10th playoff game with 3 threes. He has 11 in his career in the regular season.
Well, let's put this into further context. Pat gave the numbers. They'd be good no matter who the opponent was defensively. This is the best offensive team in the entire league that the Pacers are doing this to.
I mean, it's incredible what they've been able to do throughout this series. Obviously, a lot of basketball yet to be played here in the last 2:38 with Turner on the line, but you got to tip your hat to what the Pacers have been able to do in this series.
Pacers are up by 7. They led by 9 at the end of the third, and they'll be back up 9 if he makes these foul shots. Pacers have opted to play with the starting 5 down the stretch. Turner's been quiet offensively, only 6 shots, but he does have 7 rebounds and 4 blocked shots. He shoots 2 here. The first is clean.
And he's done a number of things, I think, in the second half, and really throughout the game. They don't necessarily get into the stat sheet. Really impactful with his positioning from the defensive standpoint and things that he's been able to get done to open up teammates offensively.
Turner made them both. The Pacers are up 9 with 2.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Mitchell being stalked in backcourt by Nembhard, and he'll get it across the timeline through the logo at center court. Cleveland down 9. They've got 2 minutes and 27 seconds to do something about it, and Mitchell starts that process by pulling up and hitting a three from dead on. He has scored 13 of his 32 points here in the fourth quarter. The lead shrinks to 6. 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Nembhard has it for the Pacers. He's on the logo at center court. Now it's Halliburton driving, dumping it back up top. Siakam will take it to Hunter. Pulls up 15 feet out, right side, front rim, rebounded by Cleveland. Strus gives the ball to Mitchell. He's been dynamic all series. Here he comes again down the right side. He fakes the shot. He fakes again. Nesmith doesn't leave his feet. And now Nesmith fouled him as he took a handoff at the right edge of the arc. And if they call this a shooting foul, he's on the line 3 times.
They do. But on the other end, Garland is the guy. They've had that matchup a couple times, and they're not going after him. Instead, you're going at one of their best defenders in DeAndre Hunter. Siakam's forced to shoot a turnaround fadeaway, and now Mitchell with a chance to close it to 3. The clock stopped.
Well, they have said for years that the best players do their best work in key situations, and Mitchell has done that tonight. He's been good throughout the course of the game, and he did miss that first free throw. However, he has scored 13 of his 32 points in this quarter.
Yeah, talked about the conditioning component, and that point you just made is very true as well. The lights are shining their brightest. The great players do exactly what he's doing right now, giving his team a chance to win.
Second one, he missed it short.
Now it's in his mind. The first one was long, the second one was grossly short.
As you pointed out more than once, fatigue perhaps?
And listen, it can get to the best of us all.
He's got one more coming. He could have cut the lead to 3. The best he can do now is cut it to 5. He missed the first, he missed the second, and he missed the third.
Wow.
You would never have expected that. But he missed all 3 of them, and Nesmith rebounds. 100 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Pacers lead by 6. Halliburton driving on Strus. He got down the left side. The shot is recycled. Good block by Mobley. 92 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass to the corner. Mitchell is there, and he hits another 3.
He figures out a way to close it to 3 anyway.
It's 106 to 103. Mitchell is putting on a show as Nembhard brings it across the timeline. Played by Garland. Bouncing at the edge of the arc. Now slightly left of center, the shot clock at 10.
Go after him.
Nembhard one-on-one on top with Garland. He does go after him. He got into the lane and banked it in. As he is fouled, he then turns to his bench and headbutts teammates as he goes to the line looking for a 3-point play. Boy, you called it. He recognized it, and he went right at Garland.
Go after that guy. Game on the line, if you're going to have him on the floor, he's got to play some defense.
The lead is 5 with 67 seconds left. Nembhard to the line for the first time tonight. He was a 79%er during the regular season. Both teams in the penalty the rest of the way. Cleveland has 1 timeout left. Indiana has 2. Nembhard will try to push the lead back to 6. And he'll succeed. He has scored half of his 18 points in this fourth quarter.
I'll tell you what, the clutch gene is strong for Andrew Nembhard.
Just over a minute to play. Cleveland in trouble, down 6. Mitchell again drives the lane, laid it up too hard. Rebound Indiana. Nesmith. We're under a minute to go here in Game 5's fourth quarter. And as he comes across the timeline, Halliburton is fouled. He can push it to 8 with 55 and 8/10 seconds to go. And if he hits these foul shots, he will have 31 points. The Pacers hang on. We'll visit with Pascal Siakam after the game. The foul shot is good. Well, I don't think even the most optimistic fan, and this is not over yet, but nobody thought you could come in here and win 3 out of 3.
No, not at all. Not one single bit, even without, you missed Garland in the first game. Obviously, game 2, you're down 3 guys, so that has an impact, but still. And even in this scenario, they get all their guys. You don't think you'll come here and get a closeout opportunity, which it's getting closer.
Halliburton hit the foul shots, his first 30-point game of the postseason. Hunter with an air ball, three-pointer from the right edge, but it's caught and laid in by Mobley, who's also fouled. Foul is on Halliburton. Mobley to the line. He could cut it to 5 with 43 and 7/10 seconds to play.
I'll tell you what, DeAndre Hunter was fouled on the three-point attempts.
Looked like it.
By Pascal Siakam. They don't get that one, but that's what resulted in the air ball. As a defense, the hardest shots to rebound are air balls. Oftentimes, that's where we see the offensive rebounds come out.
Mobley missed the foul shot. Halliburton rebounds. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Indiana leading 111-105. Cavaliers trapping, trying to force a turnover. Now it's in Halliburton's hands over on the far side with half a minute to go. Halliburton against Mitchell. Hunter shows a trap. Halliburton gets rid of it. Far corner. Turner. Dagger. A 3 out of the corner, and all of a sudden, it's though a switch has been thrown. This place is like a library.
Absolutely. It is time to read all the bedtime stories you got in your bag. The Cavs will go to sleep for the remainder of the summer.
And so by any objective measure, this would be considered a disappointing season for them, because when you win 64, you're judged by what you do in the playoffs.
There's no question about it. This will be a difficult one to swallow here if you're the Cavs. 64 wins, number 1 in the East, and they get bounced 4-1. Despite your injury situation, I understand that, and I certainly acknowledge that. But to get bounced 4-1 and the fourth one being on your floor, it's not going to feel good.
I will go first as we discuss the Indiana Soybean Alliance versatile player of the game off of the bench. The Pacers went 6 deep off of the bench with 5 players playing between 10 and 12 minutes. I am going to go because of what he did in the third quarter. I'm going to go with Thomas Bryant. He had 9 points in that third quarter as the Pacers held off several Cavalier challenges. So 1 vote for Bryant. What say you?
I would agree.
All right. Pat?
3 for 3.
Indiana Soybean Alliance wants to remind fans that soybeans are the versatile crop of Indiana, providing Hoosiers with food, fuel, and fiber every day. The Cavaliers are down 9. They do have the ball, but they've only got 23 and 2/10 seconds with which to work. They were up 19 on their home floor in the second quarter. The Pacers slowly but surely worked their way back, and they've held off several Cleveland challenges. They got to within 1 more than once here in the fourth quarter. Off the inbound following the timeout, Mitchell misses a catch-and-shoot 3. Strus rebounds, takes it into the near corner. Air ball from 3. Siakam rebounds. Shot clock dart. They will not attempt to foul, and the Pacers are moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Kroger performance of the game. You first.
Halliburton.
Agreed. Pat?
Halliburton as well.
Well, that was no fun. I like to have a zesty debate once in a while, but really not much to debate. The man had 31 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 6 of 10 from three-point range, 10 of 15 from the floor. As the two teams exchange handshakes, this is much different than the end of the Milwaukee series, when instead of exchanging handshakes, they were exchanging, I wouldn't go so far as to say blows, but plenty of shoves and hostilities.
Well, that's a team that played each other 20 times in the last 2 years, but I'd still keep an eye on Mathurin and Hunter, though. Those two.
That's probably a good call.
Those two had their run-ins in these last 5 games.
So the Pacers win it 114-105. They'll play the New York Knicks or the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. Last year they played the Celtics in that final and were swept. We will get to that on our post-game report. That series could be decided as soon as tomorrow night, with Boston trailing